2. 1, 2, testing. Just want to get a few people in the live. Talk about heabuttgate. SN, first person in the chat, love, blessings, all that good stuff. Big up everybody, big up Seb, WBA, SN, come on. Seb, Matty. Gonna do a late one today. I had a long day the other day. Wanted to address heabuttgate. Come on. Can you hear me, people? Love, love, love. Paul, Essex, just right outside Speaker's Corner. About to go into the jungle. That is Speaker's Corner. Come on, Heather, that's all good. Thumbs up from Scotland. Big up Scotland, big up LB. Got 44 people, yeah. Gonna address heabuttgate in a second. Seig, heil, heabuttgate. Before anybody else tries to put a spin on it, yeah, you can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. You don't know. Big up everyone. Nutgate, yeah. We go and address Nutgate. So quite basically, we've got 44 people, 49 people in the thing. I'm going to leave this up so you lot can share it. Whatever you want to do, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go over to the brother channel as well, Unbiased again, BVM Unbiased again. Lock in on that one, subscribe, get over 1,000 subscribers on that one, and we can go live on 2 accounts. Really appreciate it. Come on. Quite basically, walking through the crowd, didn't have any problems. I've done probably an 8 to 10 hour stream. You don't hear me? Alright, wait, I'm gonna have to. Alright, right. We'll sort it out now, 1 second. We'll sort out the sounds. Right, I know you can hear me now. What's up, people? I can't see the chat. Blessings, love to all. So, done an 8 to 10 hour stream. This is about Nutgate. Walking through the crowd, no problems whatsoever for the whole day, 8 to 10 hours. Really good atmosphere, nice people. Walking through, and I was commenting, saying, well, it doesn't seem to be very far right or racist at the moment as I'm walking through. Nutgate, I'm going to call him Nutgate for now. He heard the tail end of the conversation and was assuming that I was slandering the Brexit, whatever, the Brexit demonstration or the Brexit celebration. He proceeded to seig heil. Seig heil, oh, you caught me. Seig heil. I was like, oh, okay. So, filmed him, turned around, came up to me and chest bumped me. Chest bumped the camera. The camera was out in front of me, as you can see, and literally chest bumped me. I proceeded to follow him. You can see what was said afterwards. The roadman came out in me and offered him out. Proceed to follow him up the road, and he goes straight to the old Bill and tries to say that I tried to attack him. So I had it all on camera. That's what happens. I see people have gone with heabuttgate. It's funny, I watched a few things yesterday and you don't give me joke. Blessings to all, I can't let that get me down. You don't know, real G's don't listen to gossip, you get me? So there it is, straight from the horse's mouth. I'm about to get into Speaker's Corner, see what they're saying, get a gist of the place. As always, I like to go to places where there might be a bit of confrontation. I want to hear what the people of this country have to say. Oh, another thing I wanted to know as well, the seig heil comments. doesn't that go against the very essence of, doesn't it go against your ancestors, the people that fought for World War II? So I was quite confused by that. Maybe I have to go and have a look at a few Hitler speeches or something. Don't know. Love, blessings to all. Let's get into the jungle, the concrete jungle, what we call Speaker's Corner, and see Wagwan. Blessings. Don't know. Let's get that light on. Bam. There we go. Let's roll. Looks quite busy today. A lot of people hollering. Happy Brexit Day to the 17.4 million people that voted. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Let's see what happens. Big up Aurora Dawn. Sticky G, come on. Get in there. Easy E. Sunderland. Is that the South Africa? I don't even want to get it wrong. Big up everybody.
Stalin did a big fudge. Bro, Stalin. Who's
to
this?
interrupt.
Who's
How you
this?
doing?
Who's this?
Black man, how you
Oh,
doing?
Black Panther. Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't
how
do
you
it because of the light. I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
blinded by the
Good
light,
to see you,
bro.
Pablo.
How's it going?
Good, man.
The light, yeah.
Big up everyone in the chat. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. I even appreciate the hate. People talking.
So if I'm not blind, I won't know the light to it. So this, I want to be judged for that.
How you doing? You don't mind being on camera.
Going to be free.
What big Mohammed hijab in the place? Got my brother here, Wagwan, you right? Blessings. Is Jesus black? Can I film this from here, yeah?
But when you say,
You're not on camera?
okay,
I'm
because
here.
you know I have problem with
Yeah,
you
yeah,
anyway.
look, I'm
So
filming
there you
this
go.
way.
Yeah, so yeah, Jesus black, yes, he is black. But I'm going to say so-called black. So-called black, you understand that, right?
Well, he was fake black.
Huh?
Were you trying to say he was fake black? He wasn't
No,
real black?
so-called black. So-called black.
So can I ask you a question in there? You see, you asking him about why is it Israelite and how did you know it's Israelite? Are Muslims,
If not, I'm going to leave them.
I'm not going to
Is
put
he
you
an
on
Arab
camera.
or
You
is he
haven't
an
been on
African?
camera once.
He's the
No.
son
Today.
of Abraham.
Okay, today.
Abraham had two sons, Ishaq and Ismail.
Okay, and then the Arabs, did they come from Ishmael?
Yeah,
And how do you know that?
because you can trace their ancestry back to Abraham.
Is that according to the Bible or according to the Quran? So what about the Bible?
I don't know what the Bible says. I
Because
believe the Bible is
Do you want me
correct.
to ask you what? No, but let me tell you why.
It says it in the Bible. The lying pen has gone into the Bible.
Let me
so
ask
how
you a
can
question.
trust it?
Let me ask you a question.
Show me
Hold
the
on,
verse
hold
that
on.
says-
Wait, before you get there.
I can show you.
You don't have understanding.
Abraham, Ishmael's father. It's
not for you.
Was he an Arab?
I mean, Abrahamic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Arab, Jewish, whatever. They were-
Abraham, listen to what I'm saying. Was
No, you
Abraham,
cannot just say,
yeah.
you can't mix them together.
You can't,
have
you can't
to-
say was
look,
he,
one
was
second,
he
no,
Arab
one second.
himself? It's like saying what was Adam? Like what was he? You can't say is
No,
he,
but we know what Adam. That's a different story. I'm talking about Abraham. You know
yeah,
where
Abraham
you know
looks
his
like
lineage.
he looked like
You
the
go-
Arabs.
look, the question he
He
asked
looks a lot
you,
like the Prophet Muhammad.
Good to do that.
This is what I'm
look,
saying.
you don't understand. You
I
don't
know.
listen,
That's what
bro.
I'm
You
asking.
don't
That's
listen.
why we got to ask him slowly.
Okay.
You're saying he looked like we don't know what he looked like. So
Okay.
the question I'm asking you.
Well, I'm going off of what Prophet Muhammad said.
Brother,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Was
history is-
Abraham- was
Can I
Abraham-
say this? History has been there before Quran as well. Remember that history has been there before Muhammad and Quran. So you have to acknowledge history as well. Continue, brother.
So my question was Abraham an Arab? You know, if you don't know, just say
Abraham-
you don't know.
Abraham was an Arab. I mean, the term Arab is used for the kids of his grandkids from Ismail, right? Ishmael. And Jewish
confused.
or Israelites are used for his kid from his house.
But the question was, is Abraham an Arab? You talked about his grand.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
So then, if you don't know,
I mean, you can say he is. Sure, he was. Sure, go, he is.
but you just told me you don't know.
No, because okay, the reason why I say that is because the term Arab, right? From what I know,
what you know,
from my Islamic understanding, means the Arabs are the descendants of Ismail, whose father was Abraham, and also Abraham had another son, and his kids are the people like Jacob, Yusuf, all those kids, like the 12 sons. Why is it so bright here, man?
That's another light. So my question is this then, yeah? If you're saying you're only going by what people have told you via, if you're saying, you're on by what people have told you and what you know from your Islamic sources, but your own research yourself, I'm asking you if you know if Abraham was an Arab, and obviously the answer was you said you don't know. Yeah. The reason why I asked this question because obviously from the biblical standpoint, we know that Abraham was Semitic.
I don't trust anything the Bible says.
From where? From where? From
From
location?
Ur in Chaldea, innit?
Right, yeah.
Chaldea, yeah. So he come from Ur in Chaldea. Now, I'm talking to you about the Arabs because you've now said later on, because of the grandkids and so, and what Islamic scholars are saying to affirm that the children of Ishmael or the descendants of Ishmael are Arabs. Now, but from the Bible, you can clearly say that Abraham is a Semitic, and his mother was from where?
They're all Semitic.
Where was his mother from?
Who is Ismail?
Yeah, Ishmael's mother. Yeah.
Egypt, I think.
All right. Yeah. So then now we have a Semitic father and an Egyptian mother. What would that make Ishmael?
Anybody who feels they want people to view it.
It would make him Semitic Egyptian.
Not an Arab, no?
Well, look, what I'm trying to say to you is the term Arab. Okay, this is what I'm trying to get to you. Okay?
That's what I want to know. What's the term
Arab?
Arab?
The term Arab, right?
Means
Arab, from how I understand it, is used to refer to the descendants of Abraham from the lineage of Ismail.
Okay,
right?
so
whereas his lineage from Ishaq, Isaac, those would be called the Jews. That's why the term all Arabs and Jews are cousins. That's where it comes from. They come from the same guy.
Okay, so
obviously
Arab
along the way, people are intermarrying. There's all kinds of other women that they are. So the way they determine what tribe they are is from their father, right? Okay. So if their father is whatever lineage, then that's what they take. But when you say something like how Ismail's mother was Egyptian, that's true. But that means that his kids, they're all from Abraham. Like, what's the point?
Whose kids?
Ismail. His kids are from Abraham.
Why would these kids be from Abraham?
Because that's their grandfather.
But why would it? No. Okay. But then the question is this, because we need to understand what the meaning of what does Arab mean.
I don't know. All I know is this.
Okay, hold on, wait.
This is what I know. This is what I know. Because Arab is broad. There's all kinds of people there now.
Before you say that,
I'm talking about those people at that time.
Let me just answer the question. Okay. You just answered the question. Just kept it nice and simple. You said you don't know what Arab means. So if that
I know
case,
Muhammad is Arab.
So hold on. But we don't know because you just said you don't know what Arab means.
We do. Arabic. He speaks Arabic. The Quran was revealed in Arabic. Okay, so they could understand.
Okay, so does the Arab
you telling me they're not Arabs?
Does the Arab mean someone that can just speak Arab? Is that what Arab means?
Bro, what are you trying to say? What I genuinely don't get it. What are you trying to get to?
This is what we got. Now this is the question because remember, do you want me to tell why this is good questions? Because now we have people claiming that someone or some family are Arabs or their lineage is Arabs. The brother just clearly showed us that he doesn't know. He himself, I'm not saying he himself doesn't know what Arab means. If he doesn't know what Arab means,
descendants of
he
Abraham.
can't then say these people are Arabs.
Isn't Arab descendants of Abraham?
No.
You've already included the Jews under that umbrella.
No. Because no. But those are also the descendants of Abraham.
But are the Jews Arabs?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's Isaac and there's Ishmael.
No.
They're descendants.
Quick question. Yes or no? Are the Jews Arabs? Yes or no?
They are related to the Arabs, but they're not Arabs.
I said yes or no?
No.
No, they're not Arabs. So we realize that Abraham, according to you,
he's the father of the Arabs and the Jews.
But he's not an Arab then?
I don't care what he is.
Or is he an Arab Jew? Or is he a Jew? Or is he a Jewish Arab? Or he's not Jew or an Arab?
I don't know what he is. All I know is he's a prophet of God.
Okay.
He is.
So then now the question is, like this is my point I'm trying to get to. Let's stop calling people names and saying that they're this when we don't know. Let's just deal with the messenger or the prophet. But when you start saying these people are Arabs and you're saying you don't know, it doesn't matter, oh now I don't know, then stop calling them names. Because that's all it sounds like you're doing. You're calling people names.
I don't understand,
you're saying these people are
brother,
Arabs,
explain to
but
me
deep
what you're
down,
trying to get
when we
at.
look at the text, you don't know if they're Arabs. You know?
What text? What text?
Like I just told you, biblical text.
I don't trust anything the Bible says. It's corrupt. It says in the Bible that the lying pen has been into the Bible. So how do I trust anything
even
it says?
even if we say the Bible is corrupt, let's go by what your word is. The Bible is corrupt. Yeah? We gave you a valid point.
Big up TNTS.
Is Abraham an Arab or was he a Semitic person?
I don't know. But what I do know is he's the father. He's the great grandfather of Muhammad, peace be upon him. He's also.
How would you know?
He's also
How do you know
his descendants are also Moses, people like
How do
Moses
you
and
know
Jesus. Because Muhammad explained it to us.
So Prophet Muhammad said that his great grandfather is Abraham.
Yes.
Where did he say
He
that?
actually met him. He met him in.
Where did he say that?
In the. Do you want me to pull out a hadith for you?
Yeah, so it's in the hadith.
Abrahamic. Well, yeah, when he went above the seven heavens when he was meeting with God, when Muhammad was meeting with God on the night journey, peace be upon him, he met his great grandfather Abraham, and he said to and Abraham greeted him and said that you are a noble son. He referred to him as a son because he's saying that you are my descendant. You understand?
Okay, so let me ask the question. So now, this is very interesting to me. We've already established that obviously you don't know what an Arab is, and obviously we've already established as well that Abraham was an Arab. But yet you're saying that the Prophet Muhammad is saying that Abraham is his grandfather. So now if we establish those first points that we had, the next question would be then is Prophet Muhammad an Arab then? Because if he's saying his grandfather he's from the lineage of Abraham, and Abraham is not.
How do we define what's Arab and what's not?
This is what I'm asking you to tell me.
How do we define?
You tell me. You're saying these people are Arabs or not?
This is how I understand it.
Okay, go on.
Okay, an Arab is someone from the Middle East, around that area, who speaks Arabic, whose heritage is of the people who call themselves Arabs, right? So people that live in places like Mecca, Medina, Syria, the Levant, wherever, okay? So when Muhammad, peace be upon him, is living among his people, they speak Arabic, they live in Mecca, they are living in Mecca where Abraham built the house of God, the Kaaba. This is the Abrahamic faith. When they say Abrahamic faith.
So can I stop you there? So they ask the question: Did Abraham speak Arabic?
I don't know.
Okay.
Doesn't matter though. It's irrelevant.
No, it does matter because you was explaining what Arab is and why someone's an Arab, and you started talking about people in the area speaking Arabic. Yeah.
He might have. We don't know.
Now,
Okay, hold on.
there's a lot of I don't know what's going on.
Listen.
Got married to a Yemeni from Yemen, Durham, who came to Mecca.
Do you speak Arabic? Are you from an Arabic country?
I was born there.
Okay. Should be black Arab.
No.
Okay. So
What? I don't understand what.
No, but it's my.
the land, but
Oh
it doesn't
yeah.
make
No,
you an
I
Arab.
didn't disagree with that.
No, it's a different. Well, you do.
I didn't. No. I'm not saying that everybody that speaks Arabic is Arab. I speak English. Don't make me
You
English.
said that person that is born or lives in that
I was trying to
area.
define to you.
Define what?
I was trying to define to you who Muhammad is. Okay, what do you call?
what is he then?
Okay, what should we call Muhammad and his obviously they were called the Quraysh, right? But what do we call what would their race be? Right? People in the Middle East, what's their race?
No,
Tell me.
No.
Semites,
But this is the point we're trying to show
I'm
you.
from the Middle East, so I'm not Semite.
No, I'm talking about those specific people around the Levant area. What are they?
So
What
do we all call them? Do we all call them Arabs? Is everyone in that
I'm not
area
saying
called-
that, no, I'm not
But then
saying
this is my point I'm trying to get to. So why are you now saying that
Well, hold
the
on.
lineage?
How did we even get to here? I'm trying to
Barbar were
understand.
living in Algeria
Hold
and
on.
they called the Barbars. You know, call them Arab. We no call them Arab. Barbar. The Barbar in Africa and in Egypt also. We have in Egypt. I'm from Egypt. We have in Oasis. Barbar is no Arab. They can't speak Arabic. They don't know anything about the Arabic culture. They live in the desert. Barbar. Yeah. They know Arab. So not everyone live in this area is Arab.
Yeah.
Arab is not race anyway.
but this is what I'm trying to get at.
I never claimed this. I never claimed
Arab
this
is
to be a
language.
race.
That's it. It's not a race.
I don't know.
So
Sorry?
what are you claiming?
Someone from Arabia.
How did we get to the original?
Yeah. 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 He's
I don't know. You confused me, man. No. You confused me.
Indo-Arab, you get me? You could.
You want to go on camera or not?
What I'm saying is, big up. What I'm saying is, to be an Arab is not a race. You could be an Afro-Arab, you could be an Asiatic Arab. It's a tribe. The word Arab comes from the Hebrew word, the people of the sun. They used to dwell in the desert. You understand? Yeah, but genetically they could all be different. What happened is a lot of people migrated into the desert and they settled there. They migrated from Africa, they migrated from Asia. You get what I'm saying? And they were called Arabs. You understand? That's it.
The question I asked you is Ishmael, is he the father of the Arabs? And you said yes. And I said, okay, we got into what is an Arab.
TNTS Greek supporters there who's jumped back.
So you're taking it back now?
Ismail alayhi salam. No, because the guy he tried to explain to me. Because obviously I'm not saying I'm a historian or anything.
Yeah.
But he married a Yemeni woman or something. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to tell you is that Ismail alayhi salam is the great grandfather of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Right? Would we consider Muhammad Arab?
You said that. But you
No,
said
I would-
Abraham
I would
was
just-
his great-grandfather.
why would you
That
say
would
that?
make
I would consider him
We're going to bring
Arab.
Brexit up in
I
a
would
minute.
consider him Arab.
But why? Because you just said we don't know what
His
Arab
tribe,
is.
no, I would, because he, peace be upon him, was from the tribe of Quraysh who lived in Mecca, right?
Okay,
And
what-
those
so what does that
people, when they spoke, look, we don't, the specific race of people is honestly irrelevant. But
Why
what
is
we
that
know,
That's not
what we
relevant.
know
But
is
that's
that
not-
he is a descendant of
But
Abraham.
brother, that's not relevant because for you to say you're a descendant of somewhere, if I say my grandfather is from Nigeria and my mother, my great grandmother is from Jamaica, yeah, my lineage is still there's still gonna be a connection that takes me all the way back there. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah, that's what I'm
of course
trying
it's
to
important because we're dealing with religion that deals with bloodline.
Exactly, that's
Alright?
even more.
Deals with bloodline.
Hold on.
Listen to what I'm saying. No, brother, listen to what I'm saying. It's important because these religions that we deal with, the one main thing that we're dealing with is bloodline and prophecies and promises.
Who cares
Hold on.
about bloodline, man?
You do. You do.
No, I don't.
Okay, Muhammad is not Quraysh then. He's not Quraysh. He's Slovakic.
Okay,
or
whatever. Cool.
Yeah? Cool. You don't mind that?
Are you happy about that?
Muhammad is from
Okay.
Croatia.
No, but bro.
Okay.
No.
Exactly, of course.
It doesn't. What he is in terms of his race doesn't affect Islam.
It does. No, it does. Let me tell you why it does.
But we know he is the descendant of Abraham.
Listen to what I'm saying. You're saying it doesn't
got
matter,
the
and
200
it
people
does
in
matter. Do you know why? Because your whole religion, both religions, is based on who's coming from which line because of promise. Remember,
It's based on
can I finish? Can I finish?
Exactly. Like
It's
what
not
you're saying.
based on faith.
It's not based on
That's a logical
bloodline.
Can I finish?
No, it's talking about us, our religion. It's saying our religion.
No, you know what the problem is, yeah?
You talk about Islam.
These men,
And it's not based on lineage.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
But it's wrong.
It's not wrong. You haven't let me
Of
finish.
course it's wrong.
Bro, you haven't let me finish. Can I finish? Slow down. If you're right, slow down. Let me speak. So, what I'm trying to say, your religion is based on prophecy because prophets come through a certain line. Yes,
I'm just curious.
No.
Go on.
No, we don't
No,
care
there's
about the
no
right.
promise. No.
No, it's not based on prophecy line. It's based on iman.
So it's just based. Okay, so did Allah? Hold on. Did Allah say He has a chosen people? Yes or no? Did He say that the people from that chosen line are gonna give a certain prophecy? Did he,
Based on that.
listen to what I'm saying, because we're talking about what God said, not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Did God say there was a chosen people that He was going to give His covenant to? Thank you very much. Is that a particular bloodline?
Israelites. No?
Is it a bloodline?
In Islam,
Is it a bloodline?
You're gonna believe with the prophet anyway, even if you're from another tribe.
Ask me a
From
question. Is it a bloodline? Yes or no?
Allah said it. Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah said that He will give the covenant.
yeah, no problem.
And then He said, what about my children? He said, those who are basically not on the faith, Allah will not give them the covenant. So it's about the faith, it's not about the line. Because if it's about the line, Abu Lahab is his uncle. It's not about the line, it's about the belief. Iman, believing there is one God and the Prophet is the last messenger. It has nothing to do.
So that's what God said. So God said, God said the covenant is only for those who believe that God is one. Is that what you're saying? So what are you saying?
Islam, you're talking about Islam now. Islam is not about bloodline, not about color or anything. In the Quran it says, "Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum." The closest one to Allah is the most pious, the piety. You know?
Who said that?
Quran.
Okay, now
And the Prophet
this is
also
why.
said,
Hold on, hold on.
there is no difference between black and
I'm
white.
not talking
or
about
good
black
deeds.
and white. Listen.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
are
talking about
No,
black
no,
and
he's
white.
not talking about color.
I
He's
know.
talking about that doesn't matter your bloodline.
That's fine.
It doesn't matter your
But it
tribe.
matters. But-
The only
but-
what is matter is your good deeds.
Bro, these
I'm
man
glad
just
you
want
said
to tell
that.
us that
I'm
they're
glad you said
Israelites.
that.
No one cares.
No, it's not Israel. I'm glad you said that. Do you know why? Because now this is proving that we're dealing with two different gods. From my point of view. Do you want me to tell you why?
You don't
Because
understand.
let me finish. Do you want me to tell you why it says that?
Yeah, why?
Because on one hand, you're saying Islam, Quran says, Allah saying that it doesn't matter about bloodline and so, just deal with the faith and the creed, yeah? But on the other hand, God's saying, I have a chosen people, and this chosen people is a certain bloodline.
Where?
Is a certain blood.
Are you
Where?
talking about
Why
the
was he
Jew?
cursed?
Listen,
Why did you get cursed afterwards then? You were chosen?
Where is that?
See, you're not even listening to what I'm saying.
You talk about Jews now.
I'm not talking about Hebrew
Who
Israelites.
were the chosen people?
We're talking about Islam.
Yeah, I need to know.
See what I'm saying now? Listen, I'm not hold on.
Talk to us.
Nah,
Hold on.
he's the chosen people. He's the chosen
Yeah,
people.
we need to know. We need to know from him.
Come on.
I'm done, man.
I need to
You
know
guys
from
are
the
talking,
camera.
and none of you don't even know
Give
what
him
I'm
a
saying.
chance to finish his
I'm not
point.
even
Like,
talking
to the
I
camera.
don't want a history lesson,
He's
bro.
talking to the camera.
Also, he teaches.
No.
He teaches the
You're
people.
focusing on the camera.
Doesn't matter.
That's why you just turned.
We're going off
That's
topic.
what I
Which
mean.
people
We're
you
going
mean?
I don't like to talk to people like this.
Son of
Your
brother.
focus is on the camera.
Talk to me then. That's fine. I'll talk to you.
Which people you
You
mean?
are focused on the
Listen to what
camera.
I'm saying.
Yeah, who's the chosen people in your mind? Yeah.
According to the Bible,
Yeah.
in the Bible itself, not my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, the context is, God gave a promise to a certain people, to Abraham. He said to Abraham, Isaac, through Isaac's lineage and his descendants, my covenant is going to be with them.
Yeah, good.
And then Abraham asked him, what about Ishmael? Because that's his other son.
Yeah.
He said, okay, I have promised him to be a mighty nation. Yeah. All my point is this. Yeah. All my point is, through one son. And on the other hand, he's saying obviously there's a promise that he's going to give to one of his sons. But obviously, from what you're saying, from an Islamic point of view, you're saying there's no bloodline. It's not to do with going through a covenant of a bloodline. It's just to do with the creed and the faith.
Yeah, so Allah
So
chose
now-
this bloodline to give us the prophets, all the prophets from this bloodline.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but us as a people, as a human, we all equal. We all equal. Allah didn't
That's
choose
fine.
any one of
Now-
us. He
okay.
chose these people to be
That's
prophets.
good.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask my question now, because now you're saying Allah did it through the bloodline, right? Yeah, is that true?
Allah what?
Gave the prophets through the bloodline. Is that what you said? Like what you
No,
just
we
said?
believe all the prophets
yeah,
are
we-
Muslim. We believe all of them. Everyone, all of our
Okay,
prophets.
I'm not
That is
saying.
what he said.
Okay, I'm not saying if they're Muslims or not. I'm just saying is Allah
It's all from the one
the
line.
prophet coming from one line.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now that was my question to the brother. I asked him if it's coming from the one line. Ishmael, which line did he come from?
Ishmael.
Ishmael. Yeah. Which bloodline did he come from?
Abu
Ibrahim.
Huh?
From Ibrahim.
From Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like what I just said earlier, the covenant of the promise that God gave to a particular bloodline from the Bible. Was Ishmael promised to be a part of that covenant?
He is part of this. Every Eid, every big, we have two Eid, small Eid and big Eid. Every big Eid we celebrating that Allah blessed Ismail and freed him before Ibrahim was going to slaughter him. So how come you say Ismail is not part of this? We all the Muslim around the whole world is celebrating. How you say it by English?
Yeah, the point is, okay, you're talking about lineage here, you're talking about the chosen people, but weren't those same chosen people cursed afterwards for disobeying
No,
God?
he's not talking
Okay.
about the
Okay.
Jew.
I'm
He's
not
talking
talking
about the prophets.
Yeah, I'm talking about prophets. I'm not talking about the Jews.
Prophets, yeah.
I'm not talking about cursing.
Okay.
All I'm trying to deal with because
But he's trying to say
the
that
reason-
Ismail is not from them.
No.
And how when he is a son of
I'm not
Ibrahim.
saying that. I'm not saying that. See, you're getting the wrong
You're saying he's not part
I'm not
of
saying that. Listen to what I'm saying. All I'm saying is God sent a certain people, a certain brother, Isaac, the covenant and the prophecies are going to come through that line. That's chosen for him. But for Ishmael, God said, I'm going to make him a mighty nation. That's it. That was his promise. Make him a mighty nation. He's going to have kids. Just make him a strong nation.
Yeah,
But-
all the Arab came from Ismail, yeah.
Okay, but the covenant
He's
is
the
going to
father
be...
of the Arab.
But
But
the
it's a great nation, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
In
But
80 years, one leg was in China, the other leg was in Spain. So in 80 years, this is what the Arab do. So it's a great nation,
That's
and
fine.
Allah did His promise.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
true. Yeah.
But the covenant, the covenant was going to be with Isaac and his descendants. My question is, well, I asked the brother because he said that the Arabs come from Ishmael. So my first point was, what is an Arab? And how does he know that the Arabs come from the land of Ishmael? And the brother couldn't answer me the question because he said he doesn't know what Arab means. Then he started talking about Abraham.
Arab is the people who live in the desert, who can survive in the desert.
It's a large
So can that be anyone? Can that be anyone?
Yeah, it could be
You can be
Afro-Arab,
anyone. You can be
Afro-
Arab. You can be Indian Arab. Arab is not race.
Okay. Then.
Arab is not like African. When I say you're African, it's
Okay.
not like this. I can equal them. Arab is just a name.
It's a tribe.
Yeah,
It's a
tribe. Like how what you say here.
Okay.
That dwell in the desert.
Okay. So would Ishmael be seen as an Arab?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the father of
When,
Arabs.
when,
For sure,
his,
he's
when,
Arab.
when
Yeah.
Hagar was sent, where was she sent? She was sent into the desert.
So she's sent to the desert.
Yeah.
So Arab only means desert, a desert dweller.
So if you look at the Hebrew word Arab, yeah, the Hebrew word Arab translate into people of the sand. You understand?
Okay.
Which narrow it down to desert dwellers. You
Okay.
understand? This is how we got Arabs. A lot of people migrated from different places and united in the Sahara Desert, not the Sahara Desert, sorry, the Middle East, the desert area. of the Middle
Liverpool
East.
going on
You
with
understand?
bits at the
And this
moment.
is how we got the word Arabic, which derives from Hebrew, which is another Semitic language. Do you understand?
Okay, that's fine. We should then go to my next question then. If we go by what the Bible's saying, this is just going from biblical text, I don't know what the Quran says about this. If we go by what the Bible's saying and we know that the covenant is supposed to be going through the line of Isaac, yeah? And Ishmael, we know God said he was gonna make them a mighty nation and he was gonna have 12 princes. He will go 12 princes.
12 sons.
12 sons. 12 sons of Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the brother was saying that the Prophet Muhammad come from the line of Ishmael. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, according to the Bible, there's no mention that Ishmael, a prophet, would arise from the line of Ishmael. But obviously, the brother was saying that Prophet Muhammad is coming from the line of Ishmael.
Yeah,
So
that's why we believe with Quran, because he continued what Allah did say in the Bible. If Allah said everything in the Bible and they explained everything in the Bible, there is no need for another message.
Okay, so then,
Yeah.
so then how?
So the Quran explaining what you're asking.
So what does the Quran say on the Ishmael and the Prophet Muhammad and him being a prophet? What does it say?
Nothing.
Rich LK, I totally agree with those sentiments.
There is nothing.
Doesn't say
No,
nothing.
he mentioned that Muhammad is from Ismail lineage. Yeah, it's mentioned in the Quran, and all the prophets are the same. All the prophets following Allah the same. But we doesn't talk about sons, and we don't in Quran we don't care about lineage and the lines. It's all about your deeds. We all equal.
But my question is obviously what God did. God cared about the line because God specifically said my covenant is going to be with this line.
Yeah, but that same line you're talking about, that same covenant, those people disobeyed God.
That's
You understand?
fine.
So therefore things changed. In the beginning they were
Okay.
the chosen
So
people.
that's-
In the beginning the covenant was given to them. Yes, I agree with that.
So was it taken away?
Yeah, because they disobeyed. The
So-
Bible
so
clearly
when-
says that they're cursed in Deuteronomy
So because they
28.
cursed, did God still take the covenant away from them? There was no more
The
covenant.
covenant is there. The covenant is there to stand for those who want to follow. You understand?
So that's my point. Just because people
And they did not follow.
Red Pill Phil, it's a pleasure to meet you as well,
just
bro.
because they
Big up.
didn't follow, the covenant is still with that
Nah,
man. Because
bro.
God decrees something, he's not going to change his mind unless you're saying
Of
God
course,
changes his mind,
of
right?
course, but the people did. They grow arrogant.
people.
This is why the Quran
Gonna
came
try
to
and find
confirm
someone
and
talking about
clarify.
something
Because
current.
He definitely changes his mind. He definitely changes his
no,
mind.
but this is the thing.
But this is my point. I'm not worried about the people changing their mind. My main focus is on the God. Because on one hand we're saying God, his decree was that prophecies will be come through this certain lineage.
Okay.
Now, this is the lineage it's going to come from. If they mess up down the line and they get cursed, that's them.
Yeah.
But the actual main promise is for this lineage. Now, Ishmael, what God decreed for Ishmael was that he will be a mighty nation and will bear 12 princes.
Gonna give him a couple more minutes.
So now I need to understand is how is it Prophet Muhammad fits into the land of the prophets? Or prophets?
So, like you just said, he comes from the same lineage as Ishmael, yeah, he's an Arab, and the Bible technically was only for specific people, yeah, it was for the ones that the covenant was given to. It wasn't for no heathens, it wasn't for no Gentiles, it specifically, the Bible was talking to the Hebrew Israelites, it's not speaking to anybody else, you understand? So God, and even the Quran confirms that, the Quran said, I bestowed my promise amongst you guys, and you disobeyed. Now this is how Islam came about, and there's also biblical verses that actually predict the coming of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yeah? So
So you said what was not for Gentiles and heathens?
the Bible.
The Bible was not for.
It wasn't. The Bible wasn't universal.
All right, we're gonna move on.
It was for the chosen people. You understand?
So is Prophet Muhammad part of the chosen people? That's the question I'm asking.
Allah said in His
There are
Quran.
Gentile
Allah
messages
said.
in the Bible as well.
Looking for Maku
Why
as
am I
well.
point now? You see my point now?
But to be a Muslim, yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah, but the way we understand our faith is different to the way that you understand. You're going off lineage. If you're from this lineage, that's it, you're chosen.
No, but you disagreed with me.
We don't have that. We don't have that though.
You disagreed with me by saying that Allah says there.
Yeah, they were chosen and then they were cursed.
So, is it
Yeah.
still with that line though? Because it's God, it's
The
what God
covenant,
decreed.
the covenant is there to stay for who wants to follow.
that line.
And your people don't want to follow. So this is why Islam has come. Yeah?
So what you're basically saying, God said He decreed that this line is gonna have the covenant,
Yeah.
but because some of them, not all of them, some of them obviously got cursed.
Yeah.
You're now saying God basically said, all right, because some of you guys are doing this and you're cursed, now I basically open the covenant up for everyone. Is that what
Okay,
you're saying?
no. What I'm saying is, yeah, does it make sense?
A
Yeah,
whole
the
new one.
yeah.
So God, this is what some Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Some.
But is it logical for God to just, okay, these people are chosen, what about the rest? Are they just allowed to do what they want? Is that even logical for one people to have a set of law and order and everybody else to just roam around
That's not me.
being free?
That's what God said, though, isn't it?
No, but that's not what my God said.
Big up
Now,
push
this is
out
not the point.
smoke. I
So, who's
haven't.
God? So this is what I said. So,
Yeah.
which God are we dealing with?
Figured out the name yet.
Which gods are we dealing with? Because
What
one God's
comes
saying one thing,
before the
and you're
smoke?
saying that don't sound like your God. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
'Cause
Islam
you're saying-
is universal. It's for everybody.
Okay, so there was
Everyone
two
wants to
gods
accept
then
it.
now. Because one God's saying this, and obviously the God from Islam is saying it's universal, everybody,
You see how it
anyone.
sounds like it's
You see now?
it's
See the problem?
ordered by two different entities.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. That's why we, as Muslims and Christians, have an issue because
But you still got the same
Christianity has
prophets.
not been well preserved. First of all,
How do we know that?
Christianity has been changed many times.
How do we know
yeah?
that?
Do you guys still read your original Bible?
But how do we not know? But you're saying that it's not been preserved and stuff. Where is the original Bible to know that it's corrupt? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
But
so
what
how do you know it's
understanding-
corrupt?
So Council of Nicaea, was there not something that changed there?
Council, see, hold
No,
on,
but
hold on, wait, don't leave it, wait,
No,
wait.
because
Hold
originally
on.
you did not.
Hold on.
Originally Christians did not worship Jesus. Yeah, that's why you had the
I'm not
split
asking.
between
I'm not asking about
Unitarian
that.
and Trinitarian
I'm not asking
Christians.
about that.
The thing
I'm not
has been
asking about that.
corrupted.
I'm not asking about if they worship.
It's been changed.
If you're saying it's been corrupted, show me
Let me
where
answer him.
it's been corrupted.
Okay, when you go to the earliest whole manuscript,
Okay.
including the New Testament, Old Testament.
what's that?
It will be there's two. There's the Codex Sinaiticus and then the Codex Vaticanus or something like that.
Okay, cool.
And then they'll find different places. One in the Sinai Peninsula, one I don't remember. I think it was I don't remember somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
And they corroborated with each other.
Yeah.
They agreed with each other, and they were found. I think it was around 400 AD.
Okay.
Approximately. And their whole, all the books, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
When you compare it to the KJV or something, you find holes or differences.
So,
for
hold
example,
on. Go on.
everyone knows the story of the woman, the adulterine woman, where they say whoever has no sin cast a stone or something like that. You know that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's not in the earlier versions, the earlier manuscripts.
Okay.
But that's in the new, the KJV.
So you're saying the old manuscripts are the Old Testament?
Yeah, Old and New Testament.
Okay.
It's the oldest manuscript containing all the books that we find today.
So if we go back
So
to those
hold on.
documents
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
say, and we rebuild Judaism and Christianity based on those, it won't be corrupted.
That's what I'm gonna. Nah, this is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
See?
but-
This is what I was gonna ask you. Yeah. That's a good question.
So if we have those old documents and we rebuild those religions based on those old documents which you say agree with each other and are not corrupted, then can we say that Judaism and Christianity can be uncorrupted?
And the true religion.
No, but it just no.
But the
All
true
it proves, it just
Christianity
proves
is not what we
that
have
there's
to
been
do,
altering. No, that's all it proves. Like, all it proves is that it's altering. I'm not saying whether if you use those books, they're 100% true or whatever. All it proves is that
But
there's
you're
been
saying they corroborate each other,
yeah, they corroborate each
so
other.
they suggest they're uncorrupted.
It doesn't. No, but they corroborate each other. That's it. I don't know. You take that how it means.
asking
But,
you what it means.
but from different places. I don't believe in the Bible anyway. I believe it's corrupted anyway.
So then there's no.
But what I'm saying is if you find an earlier, listen to what I'm saying. You're not listening. These were found 400 years after Jesus.
Yeah.
And they're whole. They take all the books, all the books,
Yeah.
But you find stuff inside,
Yeah.
in the newer Bibles that didn't exist back then.
Okay, but you're
All
saying
that
we have those.
it suggests that they found those recently. It was in the 1800s they were found.
And how old are they?
They were dated around 400 AD.
And how old is the oldest Quranic document we have, let's say?
I don't know. But any
At
Quran you
least
find.
200 or 300
No,
years.
that's a logical fallacy.
gonna make a
No,
bad
that's a
claim,
logical
but let me
fallacy,
hear it,
first of all, because assume I'm an atheist. Don't why I see in the Quran. Just talk about the Bible alone, yeah? what does this prove? This proves that there's been adultery. That's it. That's all that matters.
No, but why was there a split between Unitarian, Trinitarian, Christian? Why was this
Cancel
conflict
Nicaea.
though? Why was this?
I'm not even talking
There was two concepts though. This is what I'm trying to say.
No, but let them answer this
Yeah, but
first.
that's like
Answer
saying
this.
that
Answer
there's no split between Muslims.
No. Don't listen.
Or disagreements
Wait,
over.
wait, wait.
That's why we were trying to get into that.
They burnt all the original manuscripts.
Exactly.
The Romans destroyed them.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why we don't have the original Bible. Go to the King's Cross Library. You have 50% of the original
So,
Bible.
okay, let me ask you a question.
you
So,
find
if you got the
the
original,
codex,
if you got the original Bible, would you follow it then? Would that be true?
That's uncorrupted, right?
Doesn't matter for us.
Is that
No,
is the original Bible?
we are taught to refer back to the Bible. Yeah.
The original Bible is in the Quran.
Yeah, the Injil, yes.
Yeah, Injil, yeah.
Not funny. I don't
Okay,
even know
so
this
the original Bible. Let me ask you a question. Hold on, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, and he always laughing like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Laugh at yourself, man.
Bro, his dad is a Muslim.
So, can I ask you a question?
That's a lie. That's a Muslim.
Brother, can I ask you a question?
Subhanallah.
These guys are.
Guys, let's stay on the topic. Let's
This is
not.
what I'm saying. Let's not get off
Because the
topic.
Bible's changed.
No. Hold on. Wait.
Sir,
Anyway.
Can I ask you a question? You said that the original.
He grows a beard like a Muslim, bro.
he's an Asian. fam.
Hold on. Anyone else has a bit? Come on.
Even his name is Arabic.
Even his name really is
What, a bit?
proper Arabic word. You know?
Oh gosh.
They want to be like us so bad.
Yeah.
These people are funny. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Anyway, so
Nebuchadnezzar, you know.
so what was I going to
We
say?
as a Muslim, we believe in Injil and Torah, the real Injil and the real Torah and Quran.
So ask him though, is the original Bible inside of the Quran?
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
It's in the
That's what it
Quran,
says.
I said it's
original
come to
Bible is
confirm and
inside the
clarify.
The Injil, the original.
The original Injil, the original.
teachings of Jesus is in the Quran. Yes. Original.
So the original teachings versus the original Bible.
We're jumping.
Because you do realize the Bible is a big book and the Quran is a small book. So it's kind of weird how a big book could be inside a small
Bible
book.
comes from the word Biblos, which means books.
Yeah.
Which means books.
Yeah.
There's many Bibles, Kings. There's many
All right.
versions.
So you
Yeah.
changed your statement and said no. The original Bible is not
Why are
inside
you
the
denying
Quran.
the Bible's
Not
been
by
corrupted?
word,
Why are you
not
denying
word
that?
by word. The idea,
Why is
the idea about your
Christianity
belief,
so
your belief is in our Quran, not word by word, not exactly. But we have what we need to know about your religion in Quran. Everything we need to know about Christianity is exist in Quran. Everything, not word by word, not page by page.
But are you denying that Christianity that we have now has changed? Because there was a
not even a
split.
topic.
No, that is a topic because you want to
No, but
talk
that's
about
not a topic.
Islam, yeah?
We weren't talking about Islam.
Nobody's talking about
No,
Islam.
no, you are.
No, we wasn't. No,
Ishmael.
no. See,
You talk about Ishmael and the prophet and the lineage and everything. What do you mean?
See, you came in late and you're shouting over the
Okay,
mic.
but
Slow down.
no,
Nobody's
just-
talking.
We know the original question's been corrupted.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Now everyone's
No,
throwing
no
it
No one
back.
said anything about the Bible. What I'm
Let's
saying
bring it
about
back.
the Bible. No one said.
Bro. The topic was this. All I asked was Abraham and his lineage and the covenant from the Bible. That's all I asked.
Yeah.
And from what the Bible was saying and from what you were saying, what the Quran was saying, all I came to understand was that maybe there's two gods. That was it. That was the main point. Because
There isn't. Because Abraham prayed to one God, Jesus prayed to one God. They all stop there, bro. They all prayed to one God.
you didn't hear what I
except
said.
Jesus.
Did you hear what I said?
Jesus.
Did you hear what I said?
Jesus said, I can't
No.
do nothing without
Did
my
you hear
Father.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?
What did he say? There's not
Did you hear what I said?
He said there's two different
Listen to
gods.
what I said again one more time.
Yeah, go on.
We was talking about what the Bible says, what God says in the Bible, yeah?
What does
God
it say?
says that his covenant is going to go through a particular line. One of the Muslim brothers said, obviously, in the Quran, Allah says, as long as you follow the faith and the creed and whatnot, you can have your message and whatnot. I'm saying that's two different things God's saying. So God's saying one thing in the Bible and a different thing in the Quran. So all I'm saying, so hold on.
How come it's not from the
So
same
my
line?
point was,
He's their
I
uncle.
understand what you're
Ismail is their uncle. He's from the
that's
same
fine.
lineage.
My point was, what God's saying in the Bible, because usually you don't agree with certain things in the Bible, right? So what God's saying in the Bible is different to certain things God's saying in the Quran.
You're confusing a prophet to a group of people. No, you're getting confused, bro.
I'm not getting
There's
confused.
police.
I'm not getting
The
confused.
prophet told us, don't go to the scriptures, just don't accept them nor reject them.
Thank
so
you.
when it comes to the Bible, we don't accept nor reject, we just leave it.
Okay,
it's not
thank
for
you.
us.
So all I'm
for us
saying-
to
but all
follow.
I'm saying
So
is-
why do I care about what the Bible says?
Exactly. So
when the prophet told me not to accept or
that's fine.
reject.
But that's fine. But all I'm trying to say is, from what God's saying in the Bible to what God's saying in the Quran, is too different. And I'm saying, for what I look at that, when I look at,
It's
can I
what
finish?
men said.
Can I finish? So what I'm saying, when I look at that, it's either there's two different gods. That's what I'm saying. Allah's one God and Yahweh is a different God. That's what I'm
But the
saying.
word Yahweh means Allah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what it means,
comes from it.
bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
Oneness of God, bro. Bro, when you look at...
I'm not getting into that.
Bro,
I don't even want to get into that
the
because
word Ilah means one God, bro.
I don't want to get into
Okay,
that.
your people was chosen.
I don't want to get into that.
That's for you.
One God, bro.
Bro, I'm not even talking about that because that's another topic in itself. All I'm saying is,
Hi, brother.
yeah.
Allow me. Let's not go into that, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. We can discuss that.
Yeah. Do you get what I mean?
We're not going to go into that right now.
So
Say again?
Ilah, as in the oneness, as in God, oneness of God, is the same as Allah, bro. Allah just means oneness of God.
Arabic
One
came
true
from
God.
Hebrew.
Hebrew gave forth Arabic.
How did that happen? Can you explain to me that process?
They're both Semitic languages.
Yeah, but how did it come? Because if they're this, how did it come about? So the Arabic, how did it come about between what people? Because
Well, I don't know the specifics, but all I know is that the Quran
Urdu
was
and the
revealed
Hebrew.
in Arabic and the Torah was revealed in Hebrew. That's from what I
All right, we're going to take a walk around. Sorry.
okay. Because
All right, leave them to it.
And from that investment, I distribute that profit to the shareholders.
Because there's always a risk also involved. If you give somebody the money, there's also a risk that he will lose the money because he won't spend it on good things.
So,
and lose the
I
money.
mean, you have
Risk, yes, there's a risk factor, but risk does not eliminate the interest.
no, but I mean, you have
Risk, interest does not eliminate the risk.
no.
Real interest
but
is there.
It's
No,
always
hear
a
me out.
risk.
The interest is there to make more money out of the misery of the people.
No, but I mean, the internet.
انه لازم تكون لكم مرجعيه والله لازم تكون لكم مرجعيه ضعيفي I have no idea. Can you answer this hadith for me?
I think Ishmael said that he said it's to be taken literally. So there's all this difference of opinion between Jews and Christians. Why haven't they divided into sects because of it? The reason why is because they had so much bigger matters to deal with. They were asking themselves, who was God? And we were asking ourselves, what are the attributes of God? No, honestly, this is a serious point. Why did we divide as Sunni Muslims, yeah, or whatever? Why are we divided on issues that we would say are quite minor compared to them? Like, for example, we say, oh, is it ta'wil or is it tafweed or is it ithbat? Which one is it of those three when it comes to the hand word? Yeah? We all know this.
No one comes to the Father except through me. Allah do praise.
But they didn't divide into groups, and the reason why is because they were too busy asking whether the Holy Spirit is God or not. You don't even know who God is, and you're asking us, well, we're in such a better position than these Jews.
exactly, they don't know whether God is
Yeah,
one of
the
them.
Prophet Muhammad, it's true, he said, لَتَتَّبِعَنَّ سَنًا مَنْ كَانَ قَبْلَكُمْ شِبْرًا شِبْرًا وَذِرَاعًا بِذِرَاعٍ.
Heaven and hell is real. Jesus Christ said, I come to seek and to save that which is lost. The real Jesus, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He is the Holy One.
Yeah? No, that's good for her then.
So why would you tell her like, no fucking DVD?
What's
that mean?
And he is alive.
I'm free to say what I want to hear of you. Yeah? Yeah, that's it.
Chicken shit.
Who's chicken shit? Yeah? What about you then? What?
Try to hot up the woman.
Hot up a woman? What do you mean by that?
You had a big mouth for the woman and you ain't got a big mouth for the man.
So what do you want then?
Just telling you.
No, what exactly you want then? What exactly you want,
You need
Yanni?
to explain why you're acting like such an inferior fool.
But why are you coming offensive? Why are you coming?
You just went up to an innocent woman who's preaching the word of Jesus Christ and the Lord,
Yeah?
and not just Jesus Christ.
She talks about Islam.
No, exactly. That's why I said not just Jesus Christ, because this is a public part with diversity. And you insult her because she's on her fucking
I
own.
didn't insult her.
Go over
I
there.
didn't insult her. No,
Go over there
I'm
with all
not
the
going to
men,
go
huh?
anywhere.
And insult
I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm staying here. That's it, man.
No, this guy's just being a fucking fool. No, it's not even that. It's just what anyone would do.
You know, you come in with bad language. What's that all about, man?
Bro,
You're trying to preach.
Go talk to those guys that are talking about Islam over there and say the same thing. Watch how they do your dancing, which means they will dead you on sight. And watch how your life will fade away as the eternal God. Yes, because you'll be in eternal hellfire. Listen. I fucking get you burn with my soul. Fucking inferior, get the fuck away from us, man.
I'm standing here, man. You came to me.
Yo, guys. Everyone. He said anyone.
Oh, what's this? What's it?
He said anyone preaching and protecting the Lord should fuck off. So if you guys love the Lord, then don't you think this guy should be fucking removed from his fucking space? And he done it to a woman who comes here every fucking week and does it on her own accord. Because lazy cunts like you are always wearing Puma when they're slaving your own fucking people.
Whatever.
I'm the Puma, so where the fuck's my glove? Because I would have a glove and I would just...
Your heart just disappeared.
Huh?
Squeaky bum time.
Speaking what?
Squeaky bum time.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried, don't worry.
He's insulted the person you pray to.
I pray for who?
Stuck it on him, man.
No. He insulted the person.
Squeak.
He insulted the person. Okay. He's insulted the one that you pray to.
No, but what he said?
You shut up quick.
I said how you approach someone. That means you guys are dead.
I said no, we don't want no DVDs.
Energy disappeared. Let's move on, people. Love, blessings, and everything to all. You done know already.
No, but seriously, what the thing that he did wrong?
Actually stunk. A woman came and started preaching. He's like, shut up, go away, rare. But then when the man approached him, his arse fell out. He started flapping out the arse cheeks. So I said, like, you're not a real man for that. Yeah, like, but that's cowardly.
No, but this is something normal here, you know?
Yeah, no, it's cowardly what you done to the woman. And when the man came over to him, he shit himself.
No, I didn't shit myself.
You did.
Listen, I don't get scared from no one.
My opinion. That's just my
no
opinion.
one.
That's just my opinion, bro.
Yeah, that's your opinion, man. That's fine.
Just my
you know,
opinion.
anyone can,
Just
you
my
know,
opinion.
say his opinion. That's it. But if you guys come and tell me that I'm coward, then all that you can. This is your opinion.
Cowardly what you done. Peace
Like
anyway,
you
have a
Muslim?
good
Are
day.
you Muslim?
Don't worry about what I am. All good.
I would offer prayers. It's Asha lying. It's Asha lying. No, you didn't answer mine. You said what? She said her finger. So I'm asking you. I often scraped it from the garment of the messenger of Allah with my finger. You said washing. Washing is not with scraping with the finger. Answer the question. Would you go to the mosque with semen that has
Answer my question.
From your trousers?
Answer my question.
Answer my question.
Are you scared?
Answer mine. You didn't answer my question.
It was my question.
You didn't answer. You didn't answer. I'm asking you. Would you go to the mosque with clothing that has semen scraped off with a finger and offer prayers? She did not say washing. I did not say washing.
Now answer my question. Answer my question.
What do you not understand? I often scrape it from the garment of the messenger with my finger.
With a finger?
Like washing.
Sorry.
Does that sound like washing? You see, this is what we bring these Muslims, the Islamic literature, they never want to answer. They want to go back to the Bible. Muhammad was the best of all mankind. What prophet goes to a mosque and he knows there is semen on his clothes that have been scratched off, but yet he still offered prayers? Which Muslim here would even come to the park with semen on their clothes? Is
that a new one?
Who's brave enough to answer? You see? Which Muslim here would like to answer? Would you come to the park with semen on your clothes? Is Asha a liar? You see, they don't want to answer. Let me just repeat this one more time. Aisha said, why did he spoil our garment? It would have been sufficient for him to scrape it off with his finger. I often scraped it from the garment of the messenger of Allah with my finger. So why is this guy having so much semen on his clothing? And it also goes with the hadith. The hadith where their prophet was bewitched and he used to dream that he was having sex with his wives. So this is clearly why he had semen all over his clothing, because he's imagining when he was bewitched that he has having sex with his wives. So So they'll scrape it off, and he'll go to the mosque and offer praise in it. Now, which person in their logical mind would do this? And remember, they say Muhammad was the best example for all mankind. So therefore, a Muslim would have no problem of coming to the park or going to the mosque with big semen stains on their clothing. I mean, but no one wants to answer. And then he tried to say it was washing, but clearly she said with her finger. So which Muslim wants to answer? But they don't want to answer. We see so many things that he used to do. This is hadith.
Is it hadith?
Yeah, this is in.
Is it Sahih? Sahih?
Yeah, let me get the hadith. This is Sunan Ibn Majah, and it's classed as Sahih. This is hadith 538, and we also have another hadith. Aisha reported, I used to rub off the semen from the clothes of the Messenger of Allah. He would pray in it. And this is from Sunan Abu Dawood. And this is Sahih by Al-Albani and Abu Dawood 372. So anyone wants to look at the reference. This is Islamic literature. They can't refuse. Both Sahih. So clearly, you know.
I find it strange that there's a lot of Muslims in the park, but nobody's here to actually try and refute the claim.
Well, that's the thing. And when we bring this stuff to them, they say, oh, go and ask the scholar. So why are you believing in Islam if you need a scholar to interpret what you believe in? You know, you should be able to read this stuff for yourself and have an opinion on it. Because clearly, if you believe Muhammad is the best of all mankind and he's the best example, then you will have no problem. Exactly. What kind of immorality is this? Guy had no problem with just walking around semen-stained clothes. Well, you see. Would you come to the park with semen on your clothes?
One last chance.
What's your Would you come to answer the question? No. You haven't answered mine. Would you come to the park?
Answer my question. Answer my question, then. Okay. Is your God, when your God he was in a little girl vagina, he now himself is a God, yes or no?
What? Repeat it again.
Your God was in a woman's vagina.
I repeat the question too many times. No play games.
Repeat it. Repeat.
No play.
Repeat.
No play.
Say it slower.
You heard my question.
I said I'm going to answer. Say it slower.
You heard my question 1,000 times.
Say it slower.
You heard my question 1,000 times.
You don't want me to answer because you don't want to answer the question I'm going to ask you.
You heard my question 1,000 times. You don't play with me. You don't play with me. You don't play with me. Answer.
How is that a God? How is that a God?
Okay, answers yes. Now answer my question.
Answer yes.
He now himself is a God.
Yes.
Then you worship a God. You worshiping a God who was in a little girl vagina.
Yes. Now answer my question. Yes. Would you come to the park with semen on your clothes?
I don't come to the park with semen on clothes.
I said, would you?
No.
Okay. You would. Why wouldn't you?
Because I can't pray.
So why did your prophet go to the mosque with semen on his clothes?
Show me where he said I went to the mosque with semen in my clothes.
Okay. Let's go and read it again.
Part 2.
Yeah.
I love constructive dialogue.
Okay. So this is in Sunan Ibn Majah. So it says Aisha said it's a long hadith, but it's not that long. Why did he spoil our garment? It would have been sufficient for him to scrape it off.
No. Show me where the Prophet Muhammad said.
Are you calling Aisha a liar?
I'm saying
Aisha said.
I didn't say Aisha. I said, if Aisha said,
yes,
Prophet Muhammad he went to the mosque.
Yes.
If she didn't see the Prophet, he went and he washed himself in the mosque. What that mean?
Let me read the hadith and you
explain.
Okay.
No.
Wait, Aisha reported.
Finished.
Aisha reported. I'm going to read the hadith.
Finished.
You haven't listened to the hadith.
The answer is finished.
The
answer is finished.
You say you don't want to answer.
No.
Aisha
when your God
used to rub off the semen from the clothes of the Messenger of Allah. He would pray in it. Where would he pray in it?
Sorry, he would pray.
Aisha used to rub off the semen from the clothes of the Messenger of Allah. Rub off. You want to see the Arabic?
Yeah.
There's the Arabic.
Check the Arabic. Check the Arabic, Sami.
What mean for cool money?
Tell us.
Yeah, tell us. You wash it.
No.
It is Put it in a translation. Take the word and put it in a translation.
Let me go to the other hadith then, because he's saying she's washing it with her finger. Okay.
Always lost in translation.
Exactly. So you're saying she was washing the clothes.
Let's say your grandma. No.
I know. We all know your tactics.
When she watching sperm of your grandpa, how she did?
I often scraped it from the garment of their messenger with my finger. What does that mean?
When your grandma, when the wash machine not exist, when your grandma,
not washing.
Just wait. When your grandma, when the wash machine not exist yet, okay, and she washing the underwear of your grandpa, how she did?
Washing.
How she did? With what?
Washing.
With her hand.
Use the clothes.
Same thing she's saying.
Scraping off the semen with the garment of the messenger.
Washing.
Scraping off. Scraping.
Washing.
You see? This is
washing.
No.
You not teach me. Now, when you're God,
I often scraped it from the garment of the messenger with my finger.
He was circumcised.
Is that how you wash?
When you're God circumcised. When you're God,
clothes like this.
Is washing.
Is that washing? You wash the clothes like this.
Listen.
This is
when you're God.
This is look.
It's not serious. It's not serious.
Look.
How many words?
Okay,
brother,
look at yourself.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Unless you read it.
You are lying.
Unless you read it. Unless you read it. I'm not going to entertain you.
You are shouting.
Big up the
Are you going to read
276 people
Hear me
in
out.
the building.
Scrape it. How many meaning can be?
Take the time out to like,
put it in the dictionary.
please.
Okay, let's look at that.
Let's look at that. Brother, bring the Arabic word. Bring the Arabic word for scraping. And I'm going to prove you that you are deceiving people.
It's lost in
the
translation,
action
isn't it?
or the sound
Is it
of
lost in
something
translation?
scraping or being scraped. A small amount of something that has been obtained by scraping it from a surface.
What's the other meaning?
That's the other two.
There is two.
It always got two meanings for everything.
So, what are you referring to?
The scraping.
The scraping.
Yeah. So the semen it says a small amount of something that has been obtained by scraping it from a surface. So the surface was the clothing, and the other thing was the semen. So you scrape it off.
Sorry?
You scraping.
Scraping? Yeah, when you wash it.
That's not what it says. It says scraping.
Okay. Look, Arabic. فرك الشيء دلك هو حكه لإزالة قشرته ما علق به نطفة صقلة غسله بالفرك. Is here. Is washing.
Yes.
Is washing.
No.
Is washing.
No.
Look.
Okay.
Is there.
Okay.
This is Ma'ani dictionary. This is Ma'ani dictionary. This is Arabic dictionary.
Give us all.
This is dictionary.
Wait. Give us all the definitions. Let's go all
now I answer.
Give us Give us all the definitions. You see, they went to one. Give us all the definitions. Tell us.
Is here Ma'ani?
Read it.
Read it.
No, read it. Go on.
Is read it.
Read everything.
Is read it.
Read it.
Is here.
Yeah, read all of it.
Is here.
There's many definitions.
Read them.
Read it.
Read them.
You see?
Read
He
them.
doesn't want me. He's saying I should read it because he knows there's many definitions. Read all the definitions is what I'm saying.
I told you it's part of washing or not.
Read all the definitions.
Are you a deceiver or what?
I said read all the definitions. Why are you bringing out the dictionary and not reading all the definitions?
Part of washing.
Read all the definitions.
When you're God, he was in a little good vagina.
Read all the definitions.
No.
Why can't he read all the definitions?
When you're God,
read all the definitions.
When you're God, he was in a little good vagina.
Why can't he read all the definitions? That's what I'm asking.
You
can have several meanings.
Read it.
I'm asking you.
281 people in the thing and 77 likes. Let's get those likes up, people, man.
This is scraping part of washing.
Let's get that
Let's look at all the meanings.
When you wash, when you wash, do you scrape?
You see?
Do you wash?
Not with my finger.
No, do you wash?
Because when you wash something, the water washes it away. So you wouldn't need. Okay, who would need a finger to wash out semen? How deeply embedded in your clothing would that semen have been for you to scrape it with your finger?
How? Did you say that? Did you say that?
You said scraping.
I said to you,
You
I
said
said scraping. I said scraping.
Okay, give
You
us
are
all
liar.
the definitions.
You are a liar.
Give us all the.
liar.
See? Why didn't you give us all the
When I say
definitions?
scraping,
You see?
When I say scraping, you are a liar.
You got
How can I not be? I said to him, read all the definitions. Did he read?
When you're
Did he read all the
God,
definitions?
when you're God,
Did he read?
when you're God, he was
Is he being insincere? When they asked me to go to the dictionary, I read out both definitions, and then we choose. He didn't go to all the definitions. Why? his disingenuity. When I went to the dictionary, I read all the definitions. Both definitions of the meaning of
Again, you lies.
I went to.
You went to the Google meaning.
And I showed
not
you.
a dictionary.
I showed you.
Is the Google meaning?
Did I show you both meanings?
Listen, Christian.
Did I show you?
Did
both
he lie
meanings?
that he said
Did I show you?
No, listen. Did you
Google
lie?
takes it from the dictionary.
Did you lie saying that it's a dictionary?
Are you
Google
that
is
thick?
Google meaning is not the dictionary.
Google sources it from the dictionary.
No, it's not. Dictionary, you have
Oh my days.
Oxford dictionary.
Okay, take care of
You are a
yourself.
liar.
Relax.
Thank you.
I thought you were a decent guy.
I want to know.
I want to know
Take
about
care
your
of
God
yourself.
finish.
Take care of
I want to know
yourself.
about your
Take
God
care of
finish.
yourself. Why?
Take care of yourself.
Yes. Big up Wee Man, big up the channel, big up Somali speakers, big
Come
up
on,
Khalid,
come on.
come on.
Big up Black Van, man. How you been? I saw.
I'm good.
What was that thing about? I saw something on your Did you get into a fight or something recently? What happened?
I got
What?
chest band.
Is that it?
That's it, come on.
Again.
I heard it was a headbutt.
Someone said it's a headbutt.
You know, sensationalist, innit? Got headbutted, stomped out.
I was concerned about my local Uncle Tom, innit? I was concerned about my local Uncle Tom.
Listen, I'm concerned for the majority. I'm concerned and showing you.
I'm concerned about everything.
And myself.
Minorities.
The majority of the
I'm
country.
concerned about humankind. Mankind. You know me. Mankind.
Mr. Khalid.
Come on. Somali speakers. But listen to this here. If you need backup for any races, come to the Somali speakers call. We got you. But we need to get rid of the Uncle Tom in you first.
Listen.
We need to get rid of the Uncle Tom.
You don't understand. I'm willing to go to places. Listen, it's not that I want to be anyone's friend.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm willing to go to places that you probably wouldn't go to.
Yeah. Me, I go anywhere I want, man. I go anywhere on planet Earth.
So why wouldn't you go to one of these places and go and ask people questions? Just like I do.
I had something to do, you know.
Instead of calling me,
I had a lot.
insinuating.
I never called you. I just said you're my favorite Uncle Tom.
All right, cool.
Is that a bad thing?
All right, listen. What I would say to you, Khalid, is I go to places, that you might find uncomfortable to go to.
I go to places you might feel uncomfortable to go to.
I would find that quite brave. No, but it's not me. I will go to opposite sides.
I'll go to the opposite sides as well, but I don't really have a lot in common with people.
It doesn't matter whether I've got things in common with them. It matters that I want to hear what people that are different to me have got to say.
Yeah, bruv, like I said, I came to the part same time as you. Yeah? I think I'm one of the only people that actually kind of likes you. As an individual, you're still my guy, but you're still my favorite Uncle Tom.
You know I'm real.
You are still my favorite Uncle Tom.
When you say Uncle Tom,
you are my favorite. Furthermore, let me say Uncle Tariq. You're my favorite Uncle Tariq. I'm not being disingenuous. It's what I've seen. Them damn devil boys. What did he say? TNT, what did they say? Them devil man. No, I'm only joking.
I'm gonna put it to you right now.
Fuck anything you want.
That's for your Somali speakers.
So what's that?
That's for your.
No, come on.
You don't want to come across.
Yeah.
You don't want to get labelled into the same bracket. What you see me labelled as. As Uncle Tom.
No.
Because when me and you first started hanging around, people started saying that you are Tommy Robinson supporter.
Me?
Do you remember this?
Me? Oh,
people were saying, Khalid, you know. People were saying to you.
No, listen. Can I clear it up? With Black Van Man, I'm associated with Tommy Robinson.
Do you remember people saying that?
Yeah, I remember people saying, bro, what's wrong with you? Are you a nationalist? Are you this? Are you that?
Are
you? No, I can never be that, man.
So how come you can turn that narrative around on someone that came to the park with you on the same day?
Because
are you trying to push the narrative forward, my friend Kelly?
No. My friend Black Van Man, you know how it is. You're my friend. You're my guy. You're my G. Furthermore, let's take it back to the road. You're my G. Spot me, no? You're my G, innit? Yeah. But on that sense, cool. We came together. I like the whole Black Panther jacket as well. It's a bit blue, wrong color as well. Yeah. Okay. Listen to this here. Like I said, Black Van Man. I've never we came to the part at the same time, innit? Yeah. It's always been love between me and you, innit? Always love. I don't care what narrative you're on. I don't care. At the same time, you're still Black Van Man that I met. Yeah. First guy I had a conversation with. First guy you had a conversation with.
Yeah.
Down the line, your agenda started coming through.
Come on, let's get it out.
Your agenda started coming through. I was like, okay, cool. Is that my guy?
Right.
What is your agenda?
What
is your agenda? Shall I ask you? Let me answer that.
Tell me.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. So me.
You know my agenda. Yeah. Why would you? I tell you what my agenda is since the first day that I came here, and I haven't wavered. Not one time.
No,
since I came here, I told you that the people, it seems, the people in this country are concerned about Islam.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
They go into authentic.
I think they're not really. I think there's only a certain amount of people that are concerned about
That's
Islam.
what I'm exploring right now.
There's a certain people, but I don't. The thing is, Black Van Man, you're my guy. Like I said to myself, yeah, you're one of the first people I met in this park. Spoke to you the first time. You spoke to me the first time. Me and you were like, right, is this what it is? Wow, we were shocked until we started getting into it. Obviously, people have different reasons why they come here. You've had your reason. I've had my reason. Along the lines, I've started noticing where, okay, I've seen you reporting on that side. I never see you reporting on the other side, on the other foot where I don't see you really Well, the other side, you know what side? There's two sides. There's two sides.
Big up, love and blessings as always.
But you have a lot of ethno-nationalists who are on your channel supporting you.
Thank you.
Possibly so. I'm not in control of. Does that make me an ethno-nationalist?
No, but when they leave coded messages like 14, it begs the question why you don't ask what 14 means.
I do know what 14 means roughly, and
Good question.
I'm soon going to get ethno-nationalists, civic nationalists on my panel to discuss what 14 actually is and how civic nationalism and ethno-nationalism differentiate. We can all see that there's been a split on the right side. Go on, wait, we can all see there's been a split on the right side of politics. You lot were saying when it was just Tommy Robinson supporters.
You lot, not me.
When I was coming to the park,
you're putting me in a barrier as well.
When I was coming to the park,
Uncle Tom.
when I was coming to the park, a lot of people were saying that the Tommy Robinson supporters are far right.
I don't really care if they're far right.
You say a lot of people were saying that number 40, a lot of the Tommy Robinson supporters were far right.
Do you deny this?
Huh?
Do you deny that?
No, a lot of people were saying that. That's what I'm trying
But
to
do
say.
you believe that there are a large amount of far-right supporters?
I'm trying to work out the numbers of whether most of them were ethno-nationalists.
But have you encountered some?
I've encountered a few.
When you say few, what, like 3? Because you've been filming.
Literally.
We could say you've been filming for close to a year.
I filmed 6 months, 7 months.
6 months, 7 months, and you've been to a lot of demonstrations.
Yeah.
And in that time, what, you've only come across 2?
I would say I've come across 2, 3 ethno-nationalists that I could point out and say that person's an ethno-nationalist.
The ones who assaulted you, what would you consider them to be?
A racist.
Racist. One of them said seig heil. So that confused me into the fact of were they against British people in the fact of that was Hitler. That was a Hitler statement. British people fought against Hitler. So
well, you do know that there were British people who supported the Nazis, right?
Yes, yes,
you
yes,
don't.
yes,
You do
of
know the
course,
history
yeah.
of Oswald Mosley.
No.
No.
You can educate me.
Oswald Mosley was
You are a
responsible.
layman, so
Was
you say that.
responsible.
Oswald Mosley?
You mean no? I'm a layman like you, so we gotta get educated as well.
I'm happy to say I don't know anything and be educated. So
Well,
like you.
Oswald Mosley was the leader of the British Fascist Party, Nazi Party. They were in full support of Adolf Hitler, and they were looking forward to Britain being invaded by the Nazis, and they would have joined up with the Nazis.
Okay.
His name is Oswald Mosley.
Okay.
So there is a history of British people supporting the Nazis.
How does that make you feel?
Right, from my point of view, yeah, the majority of people, when I went to the Brexit party, I filmed the Brexit party, the majority of people I would probably describe as civic nationalists.
Yeah.
Just on seeing. I don't know
But no doubt now your comment section is probably lighting up with a lot of abuse.
when they don't agree with something what someone's saying, then you
I wonder why.
You get abused. Would
I
you
wonder
assume,
why.
Okay, would you assume that those people, the majority of those people
Can I ask you a
that were
question
at the
after
Brexit
this?
party, would you assume that those people were ethno-nationalists?
What you need to ask yourself is whenever you have black men or black women talking about Nazis, white supremacists, ethno-nationalists, ask yourself why a large amount of your supporters in the chat proceed to leave insulting comments about them.
Say that again, sorry?
Did anyone else hear that?
No, 'cause I was just looking at the comments. I'm not.
And what
Say
did
again,
you see
sorry.
in the comments?
Didn't say anything too.
Were they
Mine was in
friendly?
two place.
Were they friendly comments?
There wasn't horrible.
That wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Anyone put 14.
Can I ask you a question?
Insulting messages.
Oh, whoa. What was that? Someone.
Preston is on point.
Preston's on point.
Because you don't know what's going on. 14, 14.
14, 14.
No one put 14. We love BVM. Come on, like
14, 14 though. You heard 14.
Go back and read this.
But you heard what you said.
14s in there.
Okay. 14 was created by a white supremacist called David Lane. He was member of an organization called The Order. They were responsible for attacking non-white people and Jewish people as well. And he wrote the slogan, which I'm paraphrasing now, about looking after the white race and its white kids, which is not a problem when you think about it. But then when you look at his press, which was the 14-word press, the publication was based on white supremacy, violence enacted upon non-white people. This was from David Lane of The Order. So when you see that number, BVM, do more research and find out.
This is what I am. I'm a vessel showing you what's going on in this country. Do you understand that? Yeah, like.
No. You're missing the point.
Matter.
He is not white.
Listen, if I
but
go
there
to
are
film,
white supremacists
if I go to
who are
film,
supporting him. There's a difference.
If I go to film,
and he is not questioning them when they are leaving.
Right, listen. Can I ask you a question? What's your intake about white supremacy?
Listen,
as a black person, no, it's not a broad question. I'm just asking you.
I don't think anyone's more supreme than any other race.
I want to know about BVM's headbutt.
By the white racist guy, come on. Right, TNT did ask us a question.
It was a chest, I got chest pumped.
But they knocked down your camera. They knocked down your camera.
And I don't think that's happened to you
twice. I was actually
twice.
worried for you when I saw that assault take place.
I believe that.
I sent a prayer.
Your camera got knocked down.
Like a lot of other people, 100%.
I sent you a prayer from Allah to save BVM.
It looks like he's not very sincere at the moment.
You're my guy. You're my friend. Come on, Ax. You know them ones. I'm not allowed to. I'm not supposed to like you, but I like you. You know. Any of the Muslim brothers try it, I'll be like, no, Black Van Man's my guy. I love him. We're gonna give him more blind this time.
Black Man, for real, how did that make you feel? For real.
How did that make me feel?
Yeah. Because that was quite a serious.
I don't take that as as everybody felt like that.
Okay.
Yeah. One person. If there was 50,000 people there and one person acted like that.
You know when that happened, did people step in for you and say like,
100? Yeah.
So it's just be careful. Some of the people who are supporting you need to be careful who they are.
It's not about the people that are supporting me. It's about the light, what I'm shining.
No, but you need to be careful.
I understand. I do need
for
to
your
be careful.
well-being.
Yes, totally agree with you. But what I do is put myself in situations what might be volatile. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. I'm coming out of London soon. I'm going to go up north. I'm going to go Sunderland. I'm going to go places that are disaffected, that feel like they are disaffected places in this country. So I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out of this London bubble that we're in, and it seems all so cushy, and I'm going to be going up north, bro.
That's no big deal. That doesn't mean anything. That's not a big deal. I used to live and I used to work up north. Okay, I used to live and work outside London.
To come out of my comfort bubble.
Okay, that's good.
It doesn't mean that I support the people that are.
No, I'm not saying you support. Let me get this on record.
Right.
I am not saying that you are a racist or a white supremacist. I am saying that you need to be careful that there are people who are following your channel and supporting what you are doing, who are leaving coded messages of white supremacy.
I can't stop that.
No, but I'm just saying be careful.
We're giving you, just be vigilant. That's
what
we're saying.
What should I do about people leaving 14 comments?
You said you've already answered the question.
These are the people you're entertaining.
You've answered the question.
I'm entertaining you because I come to talk.
No, but you answered the question. BVM.
The other side. Are we the other side?
You answered
what is
the
other side?
question.
Remember you said there's other side.
Talking their language.
You answered your own question.
What language have I taught? What language?
No, but as I got it, the supremacists who are a kind of crowd that's following you, the brother is saying those people only attracted to your channel because the way your videos and channel is portrayed.
From an unbiased perspective, I just go and film live.
Are you sure it's unbiased?
So it means
exactly the same
way. Are you sure? Are you sure it's unbiased?
Right,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly the same way. I got film this right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the conversation when I go to the demonstrations.
Yeah.
I'm not in the conversation. I just film.
Okay.
Literally, and don't say a word.
Okay.
So what's biased about that?
I would like to see you on your channel interview the ethno-nationalists.
All right, listen.
That would be good.
Well, you see, when I go to, he's put into question whether I'm biased or not.
I'm just saying, are you biased? You said I'm unbiased, but I just see one narrative that you're pushing.
I tried to.
The glory of this country, this. Even when the brothers are saying, come and do a black co-unity spend, it's always you that's always nitpicking and and you just said why don't you you said why don't we make it broad for everyone to spend their money?
Yeah, business, good business.
Yeah, that's good business, but when the brothers are trying to attract people to spend on themselves, and you as a black man, I thought you could be more empathetic towards black people sponsoring their own businesses. But it's you nitpicking.
You know when you go in the boardroom.
So it shows me you've got an agenda, my bro.
Listen, but you don't know what the agenda is.
I don't get sense. It just shows me you have, but you're not coming up with it.
Listen, you know when you're in a boardroom?
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah? And we're talking about business.
Yeah, bro.
There tend to be times when people have differences on opinion on how they could make that business better. Raven and other Shakara, they mentioned about a co-unity spend making black people aware of black businesses.
And so they can spend their money there.
I agreed with that point. What I was saying is, they differentiated on who was invited and who was welcome. They said that white people were welcome, but they weren't invited. I said that's bad for business. That was my only bone of contention.
Okay. Fair enough.
Bad for business.
Bad for business.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make me
an Uncle Tom.
It doesn't make me an Uncle Tom or anything. I just
an apologetic person or a bootleg car. I don't know. I'm just throwing words out there. Sorry, my brother.
You are throwing words. And
I'm just throwing it.
You're talking out your side of your mouth.
I'm not. I'm talking direct to you, man. Come on, man. You know, Russ. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
Sorry. So you know, black man, man. You know we go way back. We go very good, man. Come on. You know it's banter all day.
Say all those things out the side of your mouth.
I'm not saying. I'm saying it straight to your face. I'm saying it straight to your face. Axe. I'm saying it straight. Oh, sorry. I can't even call you Aki. I'm saying it straight to your face, my brother. My brother. I got love for you, my G. I don't know. Only Allah knows your agenda. Only Allah can see your agenda, but you know, black van man, huh?
It's baseless, Kelly.
It's just everyone's entitled to an opinion. There's no name call. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. You are entitled to an opinion. I'm entitled to an opinion, huh?
Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion.
And that's it.
So when you say your things that are baseless,
my opinion. None of your business, TMT. That's what it is. None of your business.
So
it doesn't matter. And listen, brother, black van man, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Always a pleasure. I'm not running. I gotta go, man. I got people to see. You get me? But I pray for you, my brother.
Right, you see the way. Come.
Nah. It's done. Yeah, it's done. So cut it.
Come there.
It's love. Black man, man, it's all love. You know what? Black man, man, all day long with my guys. No. Flip it around here. It's not. You gotta back up Uncle Tom. No, but do you know what it is here? Black man.
You said once. Oh, yeah.
I can disagree with you about anything. Release a man enough to come up to you and talk to you about it.
I know.
And we reason. And you're all like side talk and side track.
Shall I tell you why? When you say things like Uncle Tom or sympathiser, it comes across.
I'm
like
taking shots.
You are taking shots.
I'm not taking shots.
I'm just saying. That's exactly what you're doing. You're taking shots. But
we banter. But we banter. This is banter.
Come on,
bruv, man. Since you've left those, what happened to you, my brother?
Come on, brother. You know I'm good.
You were the guy, like,
always
what's that 50 Cent?
Since I left the hood, yeah.
What's that 50 Cent track? In school, in high school, you were the man, homie. What happened to you?
Come on, man.
Since they took you to country, and you get me? Since you had the white missus, you forgot yourself.
Come on, Khalid.
What's the Hebrew Israelite say to you? Brother! No, I'm gonna look, it's banter, BVV's my guy. Keep on spreading the news. Do what you're doing. But you know what it is here. We're not apologizing. We're not a run. I just didn't like that statement where you said you ran.
You ran.
We never run. You know, that's Somali. We fight.
All right. So cool. Let me ask you a question.
We fight first. Ask any Christian you want.
The way that see the way that you say the white man.
No, I didn't say the white man. I didn't say no white man. Don't put words in my mouth, young man. Young man, don't put words in my mouth. You're a sympathizer.
Couldn't you be a sympathizer?
No. You're a kumbayaism guy.
The Arab man, couldn't you be a sympathizer to the?
Yeah, decent Arabs.
The Arab.
They are decent Arabs, but there's some Arabs are doing disgusting dirt. Not all of them. And so until they start calling out what they're doing,
I don't see you calling out what they're doing.
Have you seen all my videos? Have you seen all my videos? You've seen my videos. You've seen my videos, my brother. You've seen my videos. I love the way you're flipping it. You've seen my videos. You've seen my videos, brother. Furthermore, go see the video next week. You know when it comes out, bruv, you see me, one of the only guys actually calling out Arab supremacy. Yeah, but that's who calls them out? Didn't you see me call that? Huh?
Fucking you lot up.
You're being disingenuous now. Go check my what's it called video and then you see. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Bless. You get me?
Damn devils, man.
You don't like being on camera. I'm not going to disrespect you.
No. Come on. BVP, you're my guys. I'm gonna make you take a shahada one day.
Never that. Big up the 294 people in the chat. Come on.
Big up.
That's what we do. Love, blessings and all that good stuff.
Demons, have he died at around, I don't know,
Thinning out a bit, people.
ماكو سبب اخر بالتطبيق هذا الشخص فقط انه في تشيع يقول
هذا تشيع رأي
Jesus is a man. You think
No,
he's a man.
listen.
You said Jesus is a man.
The message is man came here, right? You be like, you in it? You be looking like,
this is
all right then. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's my point. That's the point I was getting at. So I said that's the reason why when people are saying that they expect Jesus to do that at the very beginning, in the scripture they want him to come and say, it's like Jesus, they want Jesus to come in the Bible and say, listen God, guys, I'm God, worship me. And then they would accept that. But I'm saying, why would
believe it anyway?
Huh?
But the claim is that
no one believes that.
But the claim is that he's not God, he's not a man.
Yeah.
That's the claim.
Yeah, no.
So then if you're supernatural, then you'd say I'm supernatural.
Not really, but it's the same way even but even an atheist would say.
You would make clear elucidation.
No, but he did.
Bro.
Now, that's when we go into the scriptures.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, wait. That's when we go into the scriptures. You know why? Because it goes back to the scripture now when I said, Jesus said, not even Old New Testament, when Jesus said, I send messengers and the prophets.
Only God does.
And you know the only person that can send prophets and messengers is who? Who is Isa?
I'm saying
Who is it, Isa?
The Bible's not clear like
Isa?
that. Remember we had this disagreement.
Who sends the prophets and the messengers?
I'm saying we had this disagreement.
266 people in the chat.
Let's not try and simplify it.
101 likes. Take the time
And
now.
Islam,
Press the post button, press the like button.
That's fine. Now,
I really appreciate it. You've done that already.
but the prophets, speak when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam recites the Quran, he is speaking with the authority of Allah. When the Prophet peace be upon when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought the verse to his people, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ, and we did not create mankind. It's not him that created mankind. Right? It's Allah. But he is the point is when you're saying, Jesus said, I sent messages. My point to you was to say, that Jesus is speaking on behalf of the Creator, not on behalf of himself.
He's trying to say like as a vessel, like so he's saying in the Quran when Muhammad said we did not create blah blah blah. It's not Muhammad saying that, like it's Allah speaking through Muhammad. So he's trying to say Christ is in
But Jesus is to speak on behalf of God though, right?
Yeah, that's what we believe.
Bro,
no,
it's
the same.
Bro, I just want to ask,
That's
listen.
not the same. Do you know why?
Why are you arguing on the point of Christianity? You're not Christian.
Exactly.
I want to know what you're about.
Because it's speaker's corner.
We want to know. No, because the reason why. Let me clarify. The reason why my question.
If you know, you're gonna be the first believer.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad.
Let me clarify why I say that.
You keep saying he's God, but you don't believe
for the
he's
past maybe a month, we've been chatting,
doesn't believe he's God.
and you have been like the staunchest advocate, for Christianity. Even though me and you both know you're not Christian at heart, and it's like you're trying to be the savior for Christians.
That's what you're seeing inside yourself. So you're seeing that. No, but that's fine.
You can clarify, obviously.
You know why it's a good point that you said that, and that means something inside you then, from whatever questions and things that I'm bringing towards you, is projecting that forward. on you about me.
Yeah.
But my thing is this: the reason why I'm actually speaking about it is because, like you said, I've been in this park how many times? How many years? Seen the bases going back and forth. I listen to both sides of the arguments, both sides of the fence. I look at what the Quran says, and I know what the Quran says because I hear Muslims saying this is the truth, this is this. It's not corrupt, it's perfect. So when I hear what the Muslims are saying, I understand. Right. Now I have to look at the Christian point of view, where Muslims are saying that's corrupt, that's wrong. But then on the other hand, I hear Muslims saying it's corrupt and wrong, but then they will use verses from the Bible to prove their points, which I'm getting confused.
We've never done that in this debate, though.
I don't know. Yeah, Leon's here somewhere. He's about somewhere. Is he gone? Oh, okay. He'll probably be back there. This is his cameras here and that, isn't it?
Yeah, but now you started using the Bible, not us, not any one of us.
Let me come back when you're done, yeah?
So what I'm trying to say is, where I've seen that, and the arguments that the cases that they put up against, I've literally took some time out to actually look in the Bible and said, right, let me see what they say. When I actually look into the scriptures now, and I see most of the arguments that come up week in, week out, I'm actually like, hold on a minute. But what they're saying is actually here. I can see the point that they're getting to. So when I come here and I speak to certain brothers, I don't say, why don't you guys read it? I just merely just ask the question. Why is it that you believe so and so? Because I get this scripture that says this. That's the only thing.
In general, in my conversations with other Christians as well, I do the same thing. The reason why I'm asking you that is, I don't. It's like the way you come across is that you're trying to represent them. I just want to understand. What is it? You're trying to reconcile between what the accusation is. Why don't you talk to one of them and say, "Rah, you see that this Muslim put the question to you like this, yeah? This is my understanding. Does that reconcile with what you're on?" And then get them to come forward.
I'm glad you said this. And this is another reason why I did it, because also being in the park and listening around, there's a load of Christians, yeah, that literally don't know the scriptures. And I've said it time and time again to people here. I speak to them quietly. They won't even tell me. I speak to them because I'm saying, listen, did you see this verse? Do you know about this? And they're like, no, do you know what? Actually, I've never read this. I've never even seen it. Some of the stuff that I've spoken about before, people have come to me and like, Gabs, I've never even seen these verses in the Bible before. Do you understand? So the reason why I do this is so that Christians can also get understanding, as well as Muslims get understanding as well, because the whole point is for both sides to get to some sort of common ground, yeah, whereas you're just not arguing the same nonsense every week. Because every week is Muslims saying Jesus is not God, this was not God, Allah done this, Muhammad says this. Bro, at the end of the day, try and find out things that make sense and talk about it and discuss it. You understand? Instead of like you know what people do, shouting and screaming at each other, the same thing. So week in, week out, years are going by.
Let me just ask a question. Like he said the thing about Jesus sending prophets and messengers, and you didn't want to answer that. But yeah, okay. But then, this is what I don't see. If they believe the Bible is corrupt, but let's just say Jesus is a statement that proves he's God. If you don't believe in the Bible, why is it so hard to accept that's what the Bible says? Because you believe it's corrupted anyway. But
We don't believe that's what it says.
No,
we don't. We look at the corpus of what is the Judeo-biblical technique, and we see this like, inconsistency at the end, where all the prophets before come with a consistent message and a way. They've got the Torah. And the law, follow the law, follow the prophets, follow the law, follow the prophets. Then you lot come at the end and say, no, you can't get any redemption. You're all destined to hell, unless Jesus Christ dies for you. And then it's like,
yeah, but
that's like such a. No, I'm saying you're saying why, and I'm saying it's because of the inconsistency, or what we see as an inconsistency in the book. Further, our book tells us that's a lie.
It's not really inconsistency. You know why? Hold on. You know why? Because
you don't see it as such, but I'm saying we do.
Let me tell you why then. It would be inconsistency if now Jesus was saying he's literally just a human being, man, not God. Because if he's saying that he's God, it's not inconsistent because it's still going hand in hand.
It's inconsistent because listen, the reason why it's inconsistent.
Sorry, can I get in there, please? Thank you.
The Western wall.
The sunnah, as it were, the way of God, amongst the prophets is to send prophets from Israel to Israel, not to send himself to them. Okay. That's the means. And then you further say that no one
prior to that, yeah, could have got redemption without the spilling of blood, right? That means everyone that came before you is doomed. So what did all the prophets do before then? What did Abraham? What was the point of Moses coming? What was the point of Abraham coming to his people? What was the point of what was the point of Melchizedek and Daniel and Isaiah? And what was the point?
Yeah. Before we get to that point, my point was this, because you went a bit off topic. My point was this: Muslims accuse the Bible of being corrupted.
Bro,
right,
to be honest, no. Bro, you're going off there.
No, but let me just.
To be honest,
let me just make this. So my thing is, and this is what always confuses me when I come to the part, that if the Bible is corrupted, when you corrupt something, you corrupt it to what you believe in. So if the Christians believe Jesus was God, they're going to corrupt the book to make it align with their belief, right? You wouldn't corrupt it to say something other than what you believe.
And it's been,
so then if you're trying to say,
we have
as
examples,
you said,
we have examples.
Yeah, but as you said, Christ said, I sent prophets. Everyone knows that's a quality of God. So then that would have to be a corruption. But then he would try and argue, no. But then if you believe the book is corrupt,
don't put words in my mouth, because I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, but you can respond afterwards. But all I'm just making my statement. If I'm misrepresenting what you say, then you can clarify. But I'm saying what I hear in the part is that if someone corrupts something, you always corrupt it to what you believe and to support what you believe. So then when Christians are arguing that the Bible proves that Jesus is God, and they're trying to argue that the Bible says Jesus isn't God, then why is the book corrupted? What was the point of them corrupting the book?
That's true.
You understand? What passages are you putting in that doesn't make sense? Because if you corrupt it to what you believe. So I have no problem if a Muslim said, I believe the Bible does say Christ is God, but I don't believe in the Bible. Okay. You understand? Yeah. That makes more sense than to say,
no, it doesn't make more sense. It's more suitable for you, for us to say that. Because then, when other Christians are listening to us, they feel a complete divide. But it isn't one. That's what it is. Yeah. When we come to Christians and we talk, we're talking from an angle, of taking from the same pool of prophets, taking from the same pool of scripture. Yeah. Our models of the God that we create are not the same. Yeah. But they are similar and they're drawn from the same root. So for us to come and say, no, we don't believe in some of the things, when Allah says you have to believe in the Torah, that He sent it, and you have to believe that He sent the Injil, then that would be kufr, that would be disbelief, that would be disbelief, that would be disbelief on behalf of, no, because Allah has already said straight. Right. We don't believe. So Allah, bro, there are so many angles you can approach the point of corruption from. Yeah. There are so many angles. You yourself said, that if you believe something, you corrupt it, but you corrupt it to what you
like Shia and what do you call it? Like, for example, Shias don't believe in a lot of the Sunni hadith because they believe it was corrupted to support the Sunni view. Oh yeah, that's true. You understand? So that's my example of when people say.
Sorry.
That's true. The Sunnis and Shias.
What's that? We don't believe in each other's hadith.
Yeah, like Shias. Yeah. Why? Because Shias hadiths support what they believe, like the Imamas, Ali, and whatnot.
Well, they believe in our hadith when they think it supports them.
And what you're doing with the Bible.
No, it's not what. See, there's a clear instruction from the Quran, and it was the verse that I was looking. And it's mentioned so many times, so I don't know why people act confused about it. Allah says that the Quran is a muhaymin, and it tells the people, judge by that which Allah has sent, right? So the Quran, is the criterion of what is right going forward. Whatever corroborates the Quran, we will take and demonstrate it to you and say, this is why we believe what we believe, right? You can agree or you can disagree, bro. It's down to you, but don't say to me, for example, if I say to you, the Shema Israel, don't say, oh, but you don't believe in the Bible. No, but that corresponds, that message of Tawheed in your book corresponds with what Allah already said in His book, that when He comes to Bani Israel, He says that Ana Rabbukum fa'budun, I'm your Lord, worship me.
But then also there's also the verses though where doesn't Allah mention that if the Muslims have some issue in the text, go back to revert to the people of the books.
You know the verse?
Yeah, I don't know.
No. There's a verse where Allah says, and if you are in doubt about what we have sent down to you, then ask فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ. Ask the people of the reminder. The book, the reminder would have been the Zabur or whatever scripture came before. Right.
Ask the reminder of what?
Ask the people of the reminder. That's what the verse
Ask
says.
them what though?
If you have any doubt
If you have doubt about what?
about what has been sent to you, O Muhammad.
the Quran.
O Muhammad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's sent out. It's a verse that is khas to the Prophet.
Okay, so the verse that's sent to the Prophet.
You should,
that,
bro.
I'm
You're
trying to
doing too
understand.
much brainwork.
No,
bro.
I'm not.
Listen, you're doing too much brainwork, bro.
Let me just try
If I just,
bro, you know me. I have to understand things because if I don't understand, I don't want to leave here saying I didn't get it. So a verse that a verse was sent from God to the Prophet saying, if you have any doubt in this verse, go to the people.
No, if you have any doubt in anything that we have sent to you.
Anything that we sent to you, you get a verse.
So you can.
This is better than most like screaming and shouting.
I still want to understand the corruption things, like.
Bro, really you don't, innit? Like, to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't even be having this conversation if it's not for you. Like, I personally don't think I can get anything from you in this conversation. I'll be real with you, bro. I believe, yeah, you understand the arguments quite lucidly, but you're stuck. But and I don't blame you. You've got your conviction in being a Christian. So as far as me and you, there's an impasse. There's not much benefit I can get from you. From you, I just wanted to understand what is it, why you've got this new vigor for the book. Is it just for the reconciliation?
Yeah, it's more for clarification and for more understanding. Do you understand? Yeah. That's what it's more for. And people misleading certain things from the book when it says certain things like we're talking about the main part. But get to that verse that you was getting to.
Yeah.
And then the thing for me is I'm trying to understand the criteria of corruption, and that's where we're at the impasse. For example, like Muslims will say Muhammad is in the book of Isaiah. Now, Isaiah is not listed as a prophet in the Quran. So what was your criteria because that book could be a whole corrupted book. But because you're saying that because we like the sound of it, we're going to say this is about Muhammad. But that's like when he brought up about the Shias, he said what they pick what they like and reject what they don't like. So now you have to demonstrate to me you're not doing the same thing. Because
Isaiah's not listed as a prophet.
No. So how can they say Muhammad is in Isaiah when Isaiah is never listed as a prophet?
Right. But what does Allah say about prophets in the Quran then? Has Allah listed every prophet in the Quran?
No.
Right.
So then that would mean
so
you cannot
can
affirm.
You negate?
So, but that's what I'm saying. Then you cannot affirm that this is Muhammad because you don't even know if Isaiah was not a madman or something. Because if the Bible is corrupted,
even if
you have no
there's
criteria to determine what book is authentic or not.
Yeah.
But then you'll say, no, this is Muhammad. But how do you know? You don't even know who Isaiah was.
Because we say it because it corroborates what's in the Quran, like I've said. The Quran is the criteria.
But
the Quran is the muhaymin. That's what I've said.
But then if Muhammad never ever told anyone, because the Quran says...
I'm not saying it, listen.
Actually, no.
I'm not saying...
What he's saying
I'm not
is true,
saying...
because the Quran says, even the Quran says, Muhammad was mentioned in the Torah, which was given to Moses, and the Injil. Isaiah wasn't given to Moses. So then what is your criteria to say Isaiah was mentioned in Muhammad? Because it only says the Torah and the Injil.
From what I understand, the Torah is in the Quran is utilized generally for the Tanakh. Anything that came to the prophets of Bani Israel, anything that came in between Musa and Isa, was referred to as the Torah, except the Zabur, the Psalms, which has its own whatever. And then you have the Suhuf of Ibrahim as well and other stuff. But the verse you said that you refer to, about ask the people, so it says, the verse says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ إِلَّا رِجَالًا نُوحِي إِلَيْهِمْ فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And we have not sent before you except men. That was the point that I was trying to make, that Allah sent men, and then all of a sudden he came in and stepped in himself. That's the inconsistency. We have not sent except before you except men, and we inspired to them. نُوحِي إِلَيْهِمْ فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask the people of the reminder if you do not know. Right? So here is a thing to go to the people of the reminder, i.e. the books that came and inquire. Everyone, the people that... This is the Arabic I'm reading.
Yeah, but which one? Because Sahih, doesn't that one say the book? Yeah. So what's the difference between what you said and the book?
Right, so I'm reading Ahl al-Dhikr, the people of the reminder. It's not the book. There is no reference, there's no verse that says go to the book.
So what's the people of the reminder?
So that people of the reminder would be a synonymous term, yeah, with the people that received the scriptures before you, which would be the people of the book.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but listen to the context. We have not sent before you, yeah, men, or we have not sent before you except men. So I mean, we only sent men before you, right? That we inspired. Ask the people of the reminder. Ask the people who read the books. Ask the people who read the Torah and the Injil. Did they get sent angels or did they get sent men? That's what it's asking.
That's the Torah as a Christian.
What's wrong with that? And what you're saying about that to do the Bible?
But I've not known Christians to really do that, to be honest. I feel like Christians miss big chunks out of the Torah, and they say it's not relevant to them because they have a new covenant. So there's not really. Yeah.
And what you're saying with that verse? What does that go with to do with the Christian Bible? The point.
My point. Oh, because you asked me about isn't there not a thing to go back and ask them? Yeah. And I'm saying to them, no, there's a context, right? And the context is in regards to this specific question. But the point, which is poignant, is the fact that I'm saying to you, only men came. That's why I'm saying it's inconsistent.
But Jesus is a man, angel. Is Jesus a man?
Bruv, I believe Jesus is a man. But I was taught as a Catholic, yeah, that Jesus is 100% man and 100% God.
Okay. Catholic says.
I don't know if any other Christians say anything different than that.
Okay. But it still goes to the point that when he says he said men, that's fine. Jesus was
no.
Jesus was a man, right?
Yeah, Jesus was a man. Yes, Jesus was. So I'm saying the message of the Quran is that only men preceded you. The message of the Bible is that men and then a God preceded you.
And angels.
God in man.
I think that's just semantic.
Why?
It's because it's God.
But let me
at the end of the day, whether it's God in man or God in the full glory, it's still God.
Let me ask you a question. Because I understand what the Muslims are saying with their point.
Yeah.
Because I've spoken to you, people like you, and I've heard other Muslims. I get your point. I get what you're saying. Because obviously in your text, that obviously you believe that is perfect and sent from the Creator, last final message. It says Allah sends His message via angels and obviously the prophets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Allah doesn't come down into the creation. Yeah. Oh, actually, we had that discussion last time. So you're kind of you don't know now.
Let's not
might be able to.
Let's not. No. I'm not. Let's not get into the stickiness of that. That's all philosophical.
I know what you're saying, but then this is why, yeah, that philosophical bit is a bit where it goes into with the Christian.
No, listen. Let me just mention there, as a Muslim, and I might get flack for it, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
As a Muslim, I'm not saying Allah doesn't do this or He can't do that.
Yeah.
I say what the people say it's la yanbaghi. It's not befitting for Him to do such.
Okay.
Right. So when I'm saying,
can I ask you a question? When you say can I
wait. But let me just make a clarification. Yeah. I would have, and I think I've said this to you before, I would have less of an issue with Christians, if they said that Jesus, the body, was just, I don't want to make it mundane, but just a meat suit.
Yeah.
That inside that thing, hosted God with all His full power, glory, I'm not saying it is. See what she said? I said that to you last time. He emptied Himself. I'm saying to you, I can't, how? The all-powerful Creator, all-wise, almighty Creator of all creation, relinquished His knowledge, relinquished all His power.
No.
Come on, mate.
He didn't.
You said He emptied Himself.
No.
You said He emptied Himself.
Well, not fully. He made Himself lesser than the angels. In the gospel, He knows things that other people don't know. He didn't lessen Himself to the point of humanity. That would be ridiculous. He made Himself lesser than the angels. He made Himself. He laid down His life and He can raise it up again.
So if He's saying He's lesser than, if He's saying He never emptied Himself to a man, that means a man didn't, the blood sacrifice is not valid.
Yes,
because you don't have a man.
Because He's the spotless lamb.
You don't have a man.
You do.
You don't. You just.
All men are lesser than angels.
You contradicted yourself.
But what
He
you saying,
made Himself lesser.
Bro,
you as a human, you have a human body, flesh, but you have a soul.
I know that, bro. Right. That's not the point. If we're saying that, then Jesus is not distinct from any of us.
He's a human being.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I think what they're trying to allude
Sorry
to.
if I seem a bit
No,
frustrated.
it's calm.
Bro, do you know what
I
it is?
know
I'm using
You're trying to
language and I can only express it from the way I understand. And I feel like when I'm talking to people that subscribe to like the Trinitarian, I feel like sometimes we're using language differently. Like, so even though we're both speaking English, yeah, like our comprehension is different.
Yeah, but that's with any type of conversations anyway.
But let me get you what I understand from what you say and what you say. When God said,
This is the bone I'm picking with you.
No.
You feel that you can explain more than she can as a person who holds that belief.
No. It's not even explain more. That's what I said. Let me give you my understanding. That's why I didn't say I know more.
Okay.
I'm just saying, let me give you my understanding from what I know.
Cool.
From what she was basically trying to explain.
Yeah.
From what I've read in the text, I'm looking at it now. It seems that Jesus is saying, God is saying that He's taking the form of a human being, Son of Man, which is the chief of all man. That's why He's saying, "These are my flock." Mankind is His flock. He's the mother hen. Yeah, he's less than himself than an angel, but he's still above man.
And the verse then says, of which of the angels can be said, "This is my son."
He's still a man above men, though.
That's fine.
Right.
But then,
so I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah. So now, what you were saying earlier about if Christians were saying that God had the flesh suit.
So he retains all of his knowledge and whatever.
Yeah.
He just came through looking like a man.
Yeah.
Which is in his power to do.
Yeah.
He just came through looking like a man, rolling. Yeah. But he's still essentially, for all intents and purposes, he still retains his power, his knowledge, whatever. And it's not even really him. Like maybe it's his essence is controlling.
Well, he doesn't retain all his power though, because in heaven you have the Father, and then he's the Son, so it gets even more complicated.
No, it doesn't get complicated. It's just remember, no one can understand what God can do. We're thinking of human beings trying to understand how He can be there, up there at the same time. But remember, that's God. You can't try to understand what He's doing.
No, but that's not God. Both of them are God.
But like I said, that's in His. He can do what He wants. We can't comprehend it.
Yeah,
beings.
100.
We're limited.
100. That's the point then.
Let me get back to this point. What I'm trying to say is, he did still keep some, like you said, he did keep some of that God innocence. He had it because he understood of the unseen. He knew of the unseen.
But he didn't know it completely though.
But he did speak of some bits of the unseen.
Yeah, but so did the prophets. The prophets before him did the same thing.
What? Who spoke of the unseen?
Moses spoke of the unseen. Moses didn't prophesy to his people what was going to come to pass. Moses came back to his people angry. Why did he come back to his people angry? When Moses went to the mountain and they started worshipping the calves, why did Moses come back to them angry?
No, because why did he?
Because God had informed him of what happened. God had informed him of the unseen, not that he automatically perceived that people had worshipped the calves.
But this is the difference. God had informed it because remember, God was having.
That's my whole point.
No, but wait. The difference is, Jesus wasn't informed.
Saying he is.
No. But you're saying that. But the scripture doesn't say that. This is what I'm saying. In the scripture, when Jesus is talking about the unseen, it's live. Him talking, telling you, listen. Right now,
but has he claimed that he got it from himself though?
Yeah, bro, he's talking to the disciples saying, at this very minute, someone is betraying me. No one knew what was going on. They was like,
and you're saying that necessitates that he never got that knowledge from God.
But we have to see where he got that knowledge from God.
I'm saying prophets are always getting revealed to all the time. They're not saying, now I'm getting revelation.
Brother, if you say that's revelation from God, I'm just saying, I'm going by what he's saying. If he's saying to the people he's talking to right then and saying, you guys stand up right now, there's a person right now who's betraying you right this moment. How your disciples are like, what's going on? Who's betraying you right now? How do you know that? And then next minute, not even that, couple minutes, the people come and betray man.
Right, so when he says, how do you know that? He said, I'm God, that's why I know that.
No,
he said,
you didn't have to say that.
Right.
You didn't have to say that. That was the next.
Wait, what do you mean you don't have to say that? Why would they ask questions?
Nobody ain't talking about strategy.
It's like,
it's weird, bro. I don't,
Joy is.
Okay.
But what I know, it just seems like Muslims want a clear, precise thing to say where Jesus is literally saying, I'm God, worship me.
Even the God bit. Bro, I'm saying the prophets come with clear examples. They don't come ambiguously. They don't come ambiguously, bro.
Yeah, but that's why.
Did he say that? In the Bible, no. But in the Quran, it says I'm a messenger. It says that in Rasulullah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Did people ever refer to him as a prophet?
Yeah, but Christ is the only person.
People never referred to Christ as a prophet.
Yeah, yeah, but Christ is the only person
Did he
that
ever
came
say
with
to
parables as well. Other prophets didn't really come with parables. Like even like
Other
Jesus'
prophets
whole
never came
thing,
with parables.
not to the extent like Christ did. Everything pretty much a lot of things he did was parables that confused a lot of people. And he even said
His parables.
Actually, hold on.
Well, his parables meant to teach the people lessons, not confuse them.
That's the thing. But watch this. Let me ask you a question.
That's one against two. Buy one, get one free.
No, Christian though. Gabs is not Christian.
Who is that?
That guy's Christian,
Yeah, but still 2 against 1, right?
Yeah.
So,
He's not Christian. That guy's a
that is just
But there should be 1-1.
That's affordable.
Yeah, because some people are hiding their identity in here.
Yeah.
We have to be careful, you know.
Me, I'm looking, searching.
He seems like an intelligent guy. I've seen him.
He was chatting earlier on and stuff.
He's a good guy, man. So, but we have to be fair. Let's be honest.
There's 2 against 1 still.
Yeah, 2 against 1. That guy hiding his identity, you know.
He's saying, him and the father share the same, but him and the father are one. Not only that, he commands his angels. He has angels, bro, that he commands. He's the one that's sitting on a throne next to God. Yeah. Not only that, he's sitting next to God. He was saying that he was there before the foundation of the earth. Yeah. What Abraham he was. No, not that verse. There's another verse as well where he's actually saying Jesus was there. He was there with him before the foundation of the earth was created. Yeah. Not only that, he's got his kingdom. So of all the prophets,
all that makes him special, bro.
But let me just add to what you
All
said.
that makes him special.
Let me just recite because I'm even about.
Solomon had an empire and a kingdom that no other prophet had.
Let me just read you something. Let me just. Yeah, I know. But let me just read you something from the Bible before I bounce anyway. And this is a parable from the Bible. It's related to everything. It says, listen to another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard. He put a wall around it, dug a wine press in it and built a watchtower. Then he rented the vineyard to some farmers and moved to another place. When the harvest time approached, he sent his servants to collect his fruit. The tenants seized his servants, they beat one, killed another and stoned the third. Then he sent other servants to them, more than the first time, and the tenants treated them the same way. Last of all, he sent his son to them. They will respect my son, he said. But when the tenants saw the son, they said to each other, this is the heir. Come, let's kill him and take his inheritance. So they took him and threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to those tenants? He will bring those wretches to a wretched end, and they replied, and he will rent the vineyard to other tenants, whom he will give him his share of the crop of the harvest time. Jesus said to them, have you never read in the scriptures, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, and the Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore I tell you that the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people who will produce its fruits. Anyone who falls on this stone will be broken to pieces. Anyone on whom it falls will be crushed. When the chief priests and the Pharisees heard Jesus' parables, they knew he was talking about them. So now, this is clearly saying that you have the owner of the vineyard and he's sending people. These people that are being sent are prophets. Because he said the Pharisees were the people that were killing the servants. And he said, exactly. But then he said the owner sent his son. So from this parable, what is Christ saying? Because he said the son was the heir to all the inheritance. So what? And he's distinguishing between the son and prophets. You understand? So even looking at this parable,
the distinction between the sons and the prophets.
Because he's saying the owner was sending the servants, and they kept killing the servants. Then the father said, "I'm going to send my son. They will respect this person." But then they killed the son. But then he's saying the Pharisees are the ones that were killing the servants. Because they killed Christ as well. So if Christ is saying he's identifying as that son in the parable,
to have a conversation with me, you're welcome anytime.
That's fine. Do you know what? That's funny that you did that. Go to Matthew 23. This is why I give this point, yeah, because I didn't even. What parable was that from?
That's Matthew.
I like talking about correlation.
Matthew 21.
Yeah, go to Matthew 23.
Talking about what they're talking about, Jesus.
Matthew what? 23.
23. Now, yeah, so now read.
Therefore, indeed, I send you prophets, wise men, and scribes. Some of them you will kill and crucify, and some of them you will scourge in your synagogues and persecute you from the city, that on you may come all the righteous blood shed on the earth, from the blood of the righteous Abel to the blood of Zechariah, son of Berechiah, whom you murdered between the temple and the altar. Assuredly, I say to you, all these things will come upon this generation.
This is him.
John 17. Go to the scribes and the Pharisees.
So this is, and the reason why this is funny, because that goes with that parable that we were talking about, when God was saying to the Pharisees and the scribes that He sent in the servants and many of them you will kill. And this is what Jesus is saying. Jesus is saying, I sent the prophets and the messengers, and many of them you killed. So this is again alluding to that same thing where He's saying, in it, it's like He's saying He's God, and this is the reason why He's now the Son.
Yeah. It's illusion, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
what's that verse though, that where He asked one of the disciples, who am I? Who did they say I am?
It's in Mark, he's speaking to Peter. Who do you say I am?
I don't know. And that's, for me, if you say you don't believe in the Bible, fine, but it's very clear in terms of what, like, how Christ is laying out things, and that's why you have to look at a lot of scripture, because He says He'll tell people things, but they won't understand it. Like, certain people will, but others won't, and He'll speak in parables to confuse a lot of people.
The most important thing now is He says, are you convinced?
Even if He says, I believe the Bible, but He doesn't believe in the Bible, like I said from the start, that's what I'm cool.
I'm not even necessarily convinced that parable has to take that reading.
But if He's saying that,
I'm not convinced, yeah, that this parable of the son coming and then saying, like, there's so many, there's like technical, I don't even really
but we'll have
go
to
into
establish
it.
who's the owner, who's sending the people, who the son is, and who the servants are, and once you kind of answer that question, you'll get your.
That's the thing, but in order to get that question, if you want to get that answer, who gives the answer? Is it the Pharisees or is it Christ?
I'll leave you lot to discuss.
Bro, do you know what it is? Bro, I've been coming to here since 05.
You want to go? Next thing,
I'm exhausted. I've made peace with the fact that my mind and my brain is never ever going to see it the way they do. To have the conversation, I can tell you why I'm not convinced. You can tell me why you're not convinced. I'm not really here to budge people off that, but I would love for everybody to take shahada. I'm just concerned. I'm not concerned, but I
wanted to ask you, sorry. When you pass away, heaven forbid, when you've lived a rich life, you can't do anything. You believe that your soul will be for Anubis. Is there Anubis, the one who has the scale? Yeah, it's Anubis. You believe that you will be before Anubis. You don't believe that, bro. So that's...
Well, it doesn't weigh the skip the hearts and see if they're worthy or not. As light as a feather.
That's a fairy tale. It's not real.
Yeah, so
explain it to us. Knock it down, then.
So basically, it's not like that. So the judgment, nobody knows.
The thing is, people chose to be imperfect because of the system, because of how everything is. We've been given with lack by the people that runs the world, right? And then when I went up to him to back the other brother up, right? You know what he said? He's like, bro, oh yeah, bro, you're this, that, this, and he's trying to mock me in Arabic, fine. I just have to, say violate him, but expose him. Finesse him, brother. That's it, really good. Yeah, always good. Yo, who's got that a bit allowed?
Oh, no, I'm
I'll be violating
Come on, someone's got to make my day, bro. Someone's going to make my day.
It's a public space. Anybody could get filmed. Yes. If they don't want to be in the video, then too bad. They shouldn't turn up here. 100%. It's going on, brother. You're right. Yeah. Same old stuff. All of you out there, gender reviews, JENDOES. REVIEWS, right? We talk about, you know, say complex topics. We talk about child marriage, bride kidnapping. We talk about, you know, say pedophilia, rape, all these different topics, knife crime. Last year there was 140 murders, right, of young people dying all around London, right, and around the world too. So it's not just a, you know, say epidemic, it's a pandemic in itself. So please pay attention to knife crime, and also at the same time try to understand there is a massive crisis that's taking place in this country where young men are taking knife, not because they want to, you know, say show up with a knife. It's because they are insecure. They've been fucked over by the system because they should, you know, say get equal opportunity. If you see where, you know, say majority of these equal opportunity, yes. So what I'm trying to tell, equal opportunity, right? So if you see there is such thing as, you know, say white supremacy, right? Meaning there is a massive, you know, say racism going on. Meaning if you go to London, all these shops in London, right? Majority of the people that's working there, right, are white folks, and I feel like that is, you know, say lack of, you know, say equal opportunity, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is this: at the end of the day, my channel focus on topics, right, and we chat with no bias. I give it a take. I talked about World War III a couple of days ago on my channels, and I talked about how fucked up it is. So what I'm trying to tell you, look, forget me just, you know, say screaming. It don't go be me saying the message or him saying the message. What I'm trying to tell you, there is a massive crisis. Even if you see, right, World War III, it's messed up. People come out here talk about religion. When World War III starts, right, religion ain't going to be a big thing. It will be a big thing because there's going to be wars, but people going to be dying. So people, when you come up to this place, come with real topics. Rape,
I totally agree with you.
Why come
instead of debating about
religion,
what's in the books,
yes,
we could be talking about how we could be moving forward.
How we can be working together. 100% you're right, Paul, man. I think we should come from an understanding that we need to come together and know that knife crime, because but where you're from, there's a kid like today or tomorrow or next day or at the end of the year, right, who's going to get stabbed. That is how it is.
I would say though,
yes.
I wouldn't say that the main problem is the oppression from the system that are making these kids go out there and stab each other. It comes from, for me, my personal opinions, and it comes from the family.
And the point of
we need to start taking responsibility for our children's actions. Especially in the black community, with these children are going about doing it. Us keep on blaming the system isn't doing us any favors.
Yes, but you know what? Why you're right. I think, you know, say that why there is a high rise of knife crime, right? It's mainly purely because, you know, say young kids and their environment. There's a saying which is, you know, say you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. So that means, if you know, that's said by Jim Rohn, right? You can search this up. That you're the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. So if you got one friend who's a ex-convict, second friend who's a murderer, the third friend who's a drug addict, the fourth friend who just got a bad attitude, how is your life going to be? Is it going to progress in the way that you want to progress, or is it going to just, you know, say create obstacles for you that is not going to help you in any way? I think the reason why young people carry knives, right, is because of environment, right? Meaning they've been put in a place, especially low-income household, parents working 4 to 5 jobs, the kid being grown up with, you know, say, not the father being there, so the kid, the man out there, right, doesn't understand. Yeah, that is leading to the problem, because if you see, but a lot of these knife crimes that happens closer to, you know, say, less privileged areas. If you understand, like if you see North London, if you see the map of, you know, say, Metropolitan, to put this up, 140 murders. If you see most of the attacks took place, you know, say northwest and northeast, there's a map on, you know, say Metropolitan Police, right? But the thing is, knife crime in itself happens because, you know, say the kids having lack of resources, lack of opportunity, and they don't get a second chance. Look, listen, a kid, how easy is it for a kid to carry a knife? Very easy. Why is there awareness on TV and news, right, you know, taking knives from the kids, right? When a kid can go back to their parents' house, their mum's house, and grab a knife from the kitchen. There needs to be more solution where
lack of opportunity, though. There's lack of opportunity.
Yes, all over the country, 100%.
We have a specific problem in London where there's an epidemic of black on black crime.
100%, yes.
Kids are killing each other.
Yes.
Just put it down to the
government. No, it's not. What I'm trying to tell you, boy, it's like this. If you see the kid, right, if they grow up in an environment, right, where they have to, you know, say gang affiliated, or they're in a gang place, right, because I think a lot of people could relate who's probably watching this. All they know is because gang and gang grooming, right? So when a kid is young, 13, 14, 15, 16, he's not thinking about where he wants to be career-wise. He's thinking what he wants to wear, what he wants to show. It's all about showing. So when they get influenced by a gang culture, right, or gang leader, gang boss at the very top, and he comes up to and he goes, hey, yo, Kazi, oh fam, what you saying, Kazi? Like, you want me to, like, you know, get you on this job right now and we can make some real dough, Kazi? Like, I thought you're a real guy, my guy, like pussy, yo, what you doing? Like, when a guy comes up to the kid and says this, and all of a sudden he goes, you know, look, listen, I'll give you like, you know, say 3 bags in about, you know, say 2 months. What are you saying? What go on? Beyond that, or what? What are you on? When that happens, right, what really goes on, the kid is tricked, the kid is trapped, the kid is influenced to actually be part of the gang, not because of him making money. That could be a possibility. It's just of protection, because if the kid doesn't have a father, if the kid doesn't have a father, right, if the kid, you know, say has a mother who's going to work 4 or 5 jobs and he has no support, no protection, or no family, he needs to go out there and find a family, right? Look, listen, most of these, I told you, I really do believe, right, you know, say drill music in itself is a big topic that needs to get discussed. People tell me, oh, it's not drill music, bro, that's, you know, killing these people. Look, listen, if you don't believe that, how the fuck, you know, say drill artists make this song about another drill artist now make this about this guy, and then one of the guy end up dying. There was a lot of deaths in drill music. If you see the rappers, there was one guy who was in Lewisham, right, Harlem Spartans, right, he was there, and he was, I think, seen in Lewisham or something, and he got, you know, stabbed and he got killed. So I think violence in itself comes from what you see. Look, when you watch something for the first time, like a music, or when you watch something like, you know, say for the first time, right, which is, you know, say a music video, consciously you're listening to it, but the thing is, if you keep on repeating that behavior because of what you're listening to, you are what you eat, you are what you listen to, you are what you are because of the choices that you have made. Meaning, if you're listening to music that tells you what, I'm gonna come out the bando, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna, you know, take this man's, you know, say peas and this, it will trigger someone to become that because of, you know, say subconscious programming. It's pre-programmed.
With the drill music, I would say
yes,
that there needs to be more emphasis, because some of these kids, yeah, living a street life doing
100.
drill music.
You're right.
If they wasn't doing drill music, they'd be doing something else on the streets that could be potentially harming other people or something, because they live in a certain lifestyle. Some of these people. But what needs to be emphasised, instead of banning the music, more of a focus on interviewing these people that are doing these musics, so they can say that it's not to the other children, it's not a lifestyle to follow. We are literally highlighting the lifestyle that we're living and the reality that we go through on a day-to-day basis. Do you understand?
To that, but I personally feel like, you know, say drill music, if you see grime, the godfathers of grime, right, Wiley, Skepta, JME, you got like, you know, say a few other people out there, right, the whole lot, right, you got, you know, Kano, they don't want to, like, you know, say set the example for the grime music. And when that music came up, people related to it, you know why? Because they were talking about real stuff. They were talking about, oh yeah, I was here, I was with a group of, you know, say black brothers. Look, listen, I'm just giving you the take, boy, yeah, you're black, you're South African, right? So you probably could relate to this. So I grew up with a lot of Africans, so I can, you know, probably have a conversation about this, right? When, you know, they say high influence, you know, say on, you know, heritage, so when they say high influence of, you know, say grime music, right, what really happens is, you know, say now the person has, you know, say, you know, I have to understand, grime music is different from drill. Drill music literally tells you what the person's gonna do. How can I say, the records that he has, he literally, if you listen to some music, they say, I bodied this person, I've done this, I've done that, I sold this drug, and a lot of self-snitching going on, right? But the thing is, drill music in itself, the music doesn't have to be stopped. But you know what I think should be done with the drill music? I think there should be some level ground that needs to be made. There needs to be some level ground that needs to be made, because what happens is when a kid puts out a music, he could be 21, I'm gonna do this. The younger generation who are 12, 13, right? If you understand about the brain, the prefrontal cortex, which has to do with, you know, say, you know, what you experience over your life, especially from 10 to 25, right? That picks up everything that you do. So if your music is telling you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, right? That's what it is. And I can give you like proofs.
You next. The parents are doing a bad job though. If they are.
Bro, the parents are fucked up because the system fucked them over. But what else do you want? The parents are fucked up because the system fucked. No, the system, 100%.
Getting heard in the cameras.
Bro, listen, 100% the system is messed up, right? Yes. So, bro, listen, 100% the system is fucked up. We already know this, bro, you already know this. Because we are born in a culture, right, where we don't even have a basic freedom. Look, you can tell me right now, we're in London, we have our basic freedom, right? I'm going to tell you something, right? You don't have your basic freedom. Right now, if you walk out from this place, go to Marble Station, right, there's a camera looking at you. So that is not freedom. If you go back to your country, my country, right, we go...
Sorry, brother, isn't that camera for people's safety?
People's safety, 100%. Yeah. But now it's...
Say if something happens over there, at least it's recorded on camera. Yes. When you say freedom, what do you mean about freedom?
Freedom.
Well, we haven't got freedom in the UK.
So, bro, let me.
I feel like there is
100%.
No.
But there is. Bro, there is freedom. There is freedom in the UK, but the thing is a false sense of freedom, because a real sense of freedom is when a person, I'm talking about a just freedom, not an unjust freedom. I'm talking about freedom where, say, a person that's living in this country doesn't have to work, say, if you see from the low to the poor, the construction of, say, the status class, the status of, say, people, right, from lower class to middle class to rich class, right? Why the freedom of, say, older people, 90% comes from when a person has worked, say 100% of their hours, right? Meaning they worked, all their hours, and why do they have to pay 40-50% tax? And if you see all these tax money, right, that comes up, when people have to pay tax, right? When they pay that, a lot of this money, people say, it goes back into infrastructure to build a country, but most of this money is gone back into, say, military, arming weapons, and killing innocents around the world.
But that's any functional countries, even Islamic countries, they pay jizya, you pay for certain things. So with the tax itself, my brother, it's part of a functioning society where some people pay tax, some people you have to.
So if you go to, say, Abu Dhabi, right? If you go to them places,
I've been to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, them I haven't been there. I'm still you've been there, right? Yeah. I don't know, but I've heard that those certain areas, them places, they don't pay much tax.
You don't pay tax, but you pay other things where you don't pay tax in general, where you pay for your own schooling, you pay for your own healthcare. You pay for other stuff, so everything's more privatized over there. So if you work, you get more.
But the thing is, coming back to this thing, boy, the tax in itself is a major. It's freedom because say, look, a person of earth. I know this might come across, say, I'm trying to have a utopian, say, society. Fuck all that. I'm trying to be real with you. I'm trying to tell you, a freedom is when a human being can experience all the emotions. Look, listen. If you go into work, well, you know what I mean by that. If you go into work, no one should dictate to you that if a customer comes up, all you should have is a limited amount of response. You are coming from is to keep things in order, right? But I've worked in, say, retail. You play really well in retail. When I was working there in retail, right, I go there certain jobs and you can't say nothing. You have to be minimal. And when you're minimal, when a human being can't experience his full emotions, ability to express his emotions, right? Because let me ask you something. Right now, you're in Speaker's Corner. What is everybody else out there doing right now?
Everyone's having conversations, debating. Some people are debating, some people are having conversations. It depends, man. Some people come for their own reason.
What is a conversation? What is debating? It's a form of expression.
It's a form of expression.
It's a form of expression, right?
Yeah, but so now
you told me people that come to Sunday Speaker's Corner, right, when they go out from it, when they go back to their normal daily lives, right, they have minimal of that. That's why people come back here, because they want to express their ideas, right? Their, thoughts, right?
Brother, are we talking about freedom or are we talking about expression, brother? Because you're saying 100 things.
No, look, it comes back to the same concept, right? Expressions and freedom, because freedom is a form of expression.
Okay, brother.
So there are countries who are oppressed. If a country is oppressed, how can it have, say, freedom? It doesn't. So freedom is a form of expression. Expression is a form of, say, freedom. So if you see countries that has, say, everything given to them, like, say, this country, right? The thing is, with this country, we have the best lives. We can't have this life anywhere else.
Like I've said it brother. I've said it on Black Van Man's time again, England's my adopted home, and I'm grateful for England. Because at the end of the day, my nation itself ravaged itself. Sorry, no. But I'm saying the truth. I'm saying the truth. I don't give a fuck. I'll say the same truth. I've said it again, and I've said it again on Black Van Man's thing, where as a refugee, I got ripped up. And my nation got ripped and teared by its own people. We fled. England took us in. There's certain other Muslim nations that turned their backs against when we were in a dire need. You get where I'm coming from, my brother? Educated us, educated me and my family, gave us free housing, free healthcare, gave me the opportunity for us to be speaking. Thank you again, that's the tax. So at the end of the day, no society is perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful for a society that gave me opportunity when I was fleeing, going through refugee camps. I'm talking about my
right now. Yes. Yo, brother. Yes.
It can be, but for my angles, let me just explain something, where I can't. Me speaking candidly. I don't speak for all the rest of the Somalis. I don't speak for any. I speak for myself. When man was fleeing warfare, bombs, planes, linking man down.
Where are you from?
I'm from Somalia, brother.
I'm from Sri Lanka.
So you had a problem with Tamil Tangos and against the government.
70 years.
70 years of.
It was way more than that.
So if a country like this put you in, giving you opportunities to better yourself, whether it's in education, opportunities to send money back home, to build stuff back home. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of the diasporas built back home through opportunities given to them. So I can't say there is no freedom of nothing in the UK. I'm saying I'm entitled to say what I want to say.
Yes.
In certain countries, I'm not allowed to say what I'm saying, express myself.
Okay.
I'm entitled to do things, so I have to be grateful.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, I'm grateful for.
Now I'm going to tell you about me, and this is a scandal. I don't know if you know me, but the thing is, like, there's already a scandal like that's out there, right? So if you see, brother, yeah, at the end of the day, for me, yeah, there is a royal family scandal.
Yeah.
I've been known by the royal family because I don't know if it was this thing or if it was 2 years ago. For the past 3 years, they've been on my case. Like
The royal family.
The royal family.
UK and the royal.
Because where I used to live was, the royal borough of Kingston.
Yeah.
The royal borough of Kingston. If
Yeah.
you see Kingston itself, we used to be, I don't know if it's still now, right? It's the second richest borough, right? So if you see the scandal continues, it's on my YouTube channel, right? You can check out Genda's real reviews, right?
Yeah,
but the thing is, the way that I see freedom, you're right, this country does give freedom. It gives you everything. It gives you the NHS, right? But the thing is, you told me this right now. NHS, you got NHS, right? But why is there, literally about, I think 60,000 or 6 million, I don't know how many people within the UK, right? Who's on a waiting list because they need to get operation, right? And that's the NHS. Number two, if you see the housing association, right? How is our housing association is so good when you have to go and pay majority of your worked money, right, to pay off a rent? I've lived in Manchester. I lived in Manchester where you have to pay like 750, 800 pounds for a whole house with a drive and a garden. Now you come back to London, you're telling me I have to, sit here and bend over and kick ass to, a system that has, constantly, how oppressed, my ability to, make something for myself and my family. Look, listen, but at the end of the day, we're here, we're blessed. But the thing is, I don't believe that, I'm British or English. I'm more, to be honest, if I've got to say, I'm more Italian because I watch, Godfather, Goodfellas, don't go to.
You get the things, the freedoms to say what
yes.
you want to say, and those things are illegal.
No. The thing is, it's not about that. I relate to, people ask me, people want to be British, people want to be English. If they will do anything to blend in. They will do anything to blend in by selling themselves because there is nothing patriotic about a nation that has massacred a whole bunch of race, right? There is nothing happy about a nation. If you see the construct of the monarchy, right? I'm not even going bad about, the royal family, but I'm just saying the truth. They have massacred a lot of innocent children and they have been doing the whole thing over and over again, not just in my country, in your country, all around the world, because it was owned by the British monarchy. And I got no reason to, sit out and, support the British monarchy because I got brothers probably from your country, I got brothers from your country, I got brothers from my country, his country, right? That is dying on a daily basis. So how can I support a system or a government, right? I don't give a fuck if,
you live in this system.
I tell you, let me just
the black man said so, brother. You
live in the system, but let me just finish.
But
let me just say, look, I don't give a toss, right? If it's Jacob Rothschild who's watching this, I don't give a fuck if it's the Queen who's watching this. I don't give a fuck if it's the royal family watching this. What it is, right? If you know the truth, right, you will know that there is something that needs to be understood. That is, there is a massive crisis in this country. If you're telling me this country is one of the most developed countries, how the fuck is there homeless people? How the fuck is there people on the street? Before people start talking about how this country is the best nation in the West, in Europe, in the world, right? Eradicate homelessness, 100%. Which one?
Name a better country that's doing things for minorities.
I think Holland is a better country, yes. I think Holland is a better country because people are smiling, people are happy, people ain't miserable, people ain't miserable, so yes.
Some Scandinavian countries are good, but sorry, my brother, let me get back to the sense. Because, brother, you went all over the gaff right now. Sorry, let me.
Finish your thing.
Sorry.
100%. I'm leaving the country this year, so that's the truth.
Black fan man.
That is the truth. But before he starts, I'm leaving the country this year, so I don't know what he's on about. He don't even know me. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: look, listen, this country gives you freedom, but there is no such thing as real freedom. I can go down to my country and take a dump right in the forest. Can I do that here? Anytime I go down, when I come to fucking Waterloo, I need to go into the fucking toilet and pay 20p to have the fucking shit. Take a piss. Where is freedom in that? Come on, bro. This is what I'm saying. Bro, it's, no. I'm talking about my, bro. I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Why do I have to pay money to drink water? Why do I have to pay money, right, to take a fucking dump? Come on, in Waterloo, I'm not going to pay 20p. 20p for a year is about at least about 50, 60. Fuck no, how much money it is, but it's a lot of money, right? So look, this is what it is. Real freedom is when there is a justice government where every single person, regardless of their race, right, get treated. Huh?
Those toilets are paid for by taxpayers' money. Would you prefer that there wasn't toilets there?
There should be toilets, but it should be free. You don't pay to go take a shit, bro. We don't pay to go take a piss, bro. Come on, we're human beings. Well, tomorrow they're going to charge us because we're going to wear a jacket. Come on, but that's a form of, say, slavery. That's a form of, say, it is a form of slavery because now you go to the toilet, bro, yeah, and you're like, oh shit, I need to pay. Oh,
that's a disrespect to people that were really slaves when you say that's a form of
slavery.
No,
bro. We are living in slavery. The system kept us, enslaved. Do you know, right now, me and you are slaves. That's the truth.
No, I don't believe
we are. But we got a passport.
Slaves are people that worked and they worked for free.
No. Bro, that's your definition of slavery. Black slavery, I know black slavery, right, did happen for many hundreds of years, right? And, say, to all the people out there, say, went through such times, it could be, say, we got within Africa, within Europe, right? Say, it was a lot of things. I don't know if you've seen, say, Roots, the episodes where, say, Kunta Kinte's tied down, they're trying to get him to say another name, and he's like, no, that's not my real name, and they're whooping him, right? So I know about slavery, but the thing is, the context of, say, different slavery comes from different, say, understanding of what slavery is. Slavery is when you deny a person from, being themselves or the expressions of freedom. So it's not just about, say, someone just doing things for free. It's all about, say, someone's ability to be human here, because we're here to experience what God is, and we're here as a test. When some atheist comes up to me and they go to me, oh yeah, you know what, I don't believe in God, then I ask them, where did your nan, when your nan passed away, where did she go? Most of them say, oh, she went to heaven. How can some atheists believe in heaven when they don't believe in God? But bro, look, listen, I need to go now, yeah? Good chatting to you, my guy. What's your name, by the way? You got a YouTube channel, right? I'll check you out, man. Gendoss Review, stay tuned. JENDOES REALREVIEWS. The real content there, no bias, and we're keeping things popping, so bro, done. Cheers, bro, yeah, thank you.
Woo! Right. I'm just gonna cut it for literally. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna call it a day. 1 second.
Really wanted to talk about current issues today, but we get stuck on the religion thing. Definitely going to be talking about current topics the next time I come. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up everybody who's liking, comment, subscribe. Big up Somali speakers, even though you tried to diss me today. Yeah.
All banter, bro.
Even though you tried to diss man slightly, but it's all good, yeah.
Banter!
It's all good.
You know Black Van Man, you're my guy. Big up Somali subscribe, share and like Black Van Man all day. Black Van Man,
come on. Black Van Man, we're out. Peace, lovings, blessings, all that good stuff. You don't know. Respect.